All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here on this amazing Saturday night, unless you're on the East Coast and you're in Central Time. It's after midnight there. It is Sunday, right? Sunday in your neck of the woods, known as the day of rest, right? Right, Fellowship's online funhouse, not firehouse, Lewis, but that's okay. And the funhouse is full of fire, right? Full of good fire, right? Before we get started here tonight, let me just make sure that the notification has gone out on YouTube, and it has. Let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure things are rolling smoothly. Give me a second here, folks. Just 1 second here. Come on, YouTube. There we go. Okay. I'm running a StreamYard tonight. When I run a StreamYard, it uses more resources. So things still run smoothly, but it runs a little slower. I run a lot of things on my laptop. And also, again, we are simulcasting live on Facebook. Let me make sure that the Facebook side of things is rolling as well. On my laptop. We are simulcasting live on Facebook. Let me make sure that the beautiful Facebook side of things. Beautiful. We're rolling smoothly. How many of you like the background today? I've used this before. I used this during election time last year. The good old US of A, stars and stripes forever, right? But hey, Mr. Haggis, I know you're from another country, right? We love the entire world, but most of us here, most of my audience is from the good old US of A. I am proud to be an American. I am. I'm proud to be an American, even though, like J.B. Gunner would say, I'm a liberal sack of you-know-what. I take that with a grain of salt respectfully. I love that. But I'm only slight left. I'm more down the middle. I love everybody, whether you're left or right. Whether you're pink or blue or magenta or, I've said it before, right? I love everyone. Everyone breathes the air the same way, right? All right. So before we get started, a few things. First of all, let me pay a quick props to this channel's sponsor. That's none other than my great longtime friend that runs a great marketing company, the Discover Community Network. His name is Troy Brewer. If you want to check out more information of the Discover Community Network, known as DCN for short, go to the description section about a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things, and you'll find a couple links there. As I've been mentioning, I've been trying to streamline the opening of these shows to get much more quicker into the meat and potatoes. So for now, I'm just mentioning the sponsor very quickly, and Troy and I are working behind the scenes to find a better way to do that, whether it be by a bumper or some other way. In the meantime, just check out the links below in the description, and you'll find out more information. If you'd like more information on the DCN, Discover Community Network, you can email me as well at coacheli@coachelias.com. Troy and I have been working together between both of our organizations for the last almost 10 years. So, I mean, no one knows their company better than the person that owns it, right? But if anyone knows it, next best, it is me. And, oh, boy. Oh, fellowship. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. My chat is catching up on the screen here, but I saw on the OBS part there, Fellowships with the $3 super sticker. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, Fellowship, just so you know, people like that, we just ban them immediately here. I know you timed out that troll and Queen blocked them. Queen is here as well. Fellowship's online funhouse is trigger happy like you, Queen. So this house here, the Agrippa on Life house on the YouTube side of things, is becoming impenetrable, right? Oh, man. All right. A few things I want to mention before we get to the topic. And then I'm also going to be bringing on a StreamYard panel. Dream's here. I'm here, Coach. I'm watching in the background. My wife got home from out of town. All right, Dream. Does that mean you have to be on your best behavior now? Oh, boy. Thank you again for the $3 super sticker. Fellowship's Online Funhouse. We'll talk more about you in a little bit. I stopped by your channel today. I wish I could have stayed longer, but I had a walking stream plan. But I definitely want to collaborate with you. And we have some great ideas that we're going to be talking about tonight that involves you if you want to get involved. American Dream with the $2 super sticker. I told you, folks, the super chats distract me. The super chats are very distracting. And it's not because of the money. It's because I appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But it's because they pop up and they flash in your face, right? And even if you're looking away from the screen, they pop up, right? Anyway. Thank you, Dream. Thank you. Oh, boy. I wonder if JB Gunner's going to pop on by tonight. Or if he's asleep already. It's 1:09 a.m. Eastern time in his neck of the woods. 10:09 p.m. Pacific time in my neck of the woods. I guess East Coast is the best coast for everything except for live streaming, right? Fellowships Online Funhouse says done. Now, Fellowships or any other mod, feel free to share your channel links in the chat or anyone else's channel links you feel we should connect with. Anyone that's a moderator here, you have freedom of reign to share whatever you'd like, as long as you're sharing something tastefully and not something that is going to harm the channel, right? So a couple of things here that I want to put out there right out of the gate. First thing and most important thing, in case you missed my stream from earlier, effective immediately starting on this show, we're no longer talking about the Dramasphere audience. We're going to be ignoring them. I've been ignoring them. I have not tuned into anything that they've been doing all day. I don't know what they're doing, and I could care less what they're doing, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. You know, we're moving forward here with our message. Now, I know there are going to be some people that come into the chat that aren't aware of this, because we've been talking about it for a while, but the buck stops here, right? So for anyone that comes into the chat, especially if they're not a moderator, most of the moderators know what's going on. But if someone comes into the chat that's not a moderator and they start talking about the drama, right, in any way, shape, or form, please delete their message. Do not time them out and do not ban them. Delete their message and make them aware that we're not talking about this here anymore. And when I notice it, I'll mention it myself as well. If after you warning them, they continue to talk about the drama, then just ban them immediately. Does that make sense, moderators? Please let me know if that makes sense. Now, Queen has been the top mod of this channel for a while. We're all equal, right? But you got to pay props to somebody that's been with you the longest, right? Queen and Mutt, they've been here like the longest. They're like the most loyal. And I'm not saying that other people aren't loyal, and I don't even expect loyalty. I'm not the kind of person that expects loyalty, but when people are loyal to me without expectation, I'm automatically loyal to them in return. That's what I feel loyalty means. That's what loyalty means to me. It may mean something different to other people, but that's what it means to me. Okay? Angelita, I don't know if you're a troll or not, but no. I'm not sponsored by United Health Group, but YouTube will put ads on channels that they trust. I have a very clean and trustworthy channel. Angelita Bautista, how did you hear about the channel? How'd you find out about this channel, Angelita Bautista? And let's see. Let's check out Angelita Bautista's channel, 12 subscribers. Joined March 17th, 2021. Okay. So you're a brand new channel. And listen, ma'am, I'm not going to sit here and accuse you of being a troll, but I'm just letting you know you've got a brand new account and you came in here asking a pretty strange question. So I think you're trolling, ma'am. Tom Krauser, good evening, Coach. Good to see you live again. Well, great to see you, Tom. And here's the thing. Some people are going to come in here and troll. Some people are going to come in here and troll, and that's fine. The moderators need to make a decision on, you know, whether they feel they are trolls or not. And if I see that they're not trolls, I'll unban them myself. Hang on, let me test something here real quick. Give me a second, folks. I'm just checking out a few channels because I have the go-to channel extension. Tom Krauser joined March 20th, 2021. That's definitely a troll. And you know who that is, Queen. Great call on that one. Fine, boot me. I guess I'm not. Yeah, Queen, go ahead and ban Angelita Bautista. Because somebody that's truly here for the right reasons is not going to say, fine, boot me. I guess I'm not welcome. Oh, no, you're welcome, but you're a troll, ma'am. Ma'am, listen. We're not dumb over here. You understand that? And if you want a little attention because you're not getting it somewhere else, like at home, right? If you want to come out here on YouTube and play the trolling game because your life is so pathetic and miserable, then that's on you. If you want to come here and feel uplifted, that's what we do. But don't come in here and troll if you want to feel better about yourself. Come over here and hang out in a positive environment. And Angelita, you could be a guy for all I know, posing as a woman, right? Fellowship's Online Funhouse. You have no idea what we've been through here for the last several years, Fellowship's Online Funhouse. I'm referring to you by your channel name so we can promote it, so people can subscribe to you. If it wasn't, I have Nightbot and I have the YouTube block words list. If I didn't have all that, we'd be getting trolled severely. I've banned most of these people. I've also put in block words that they would use, so that way most of their stuff won't even hit the chat. And the few things that pop on through, see, Fellowship, let me tell you what these people are going to do, because they're going to send you emails of past things I've done, and I'm sure you've probably seen stuff on me before. I'm not a perfect human being. Nope. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody, despite your age, race, sex, national origin. But have I had my moments where I was on panels years ago and I got triggered and said some things in the heat of the moment that I didn't mean? Sure, we've all done that. But see, you folks are trying to come in here and attack Fellowship's Online Funhouse and get her to get scared away. And it's up to her what she wants to do. I like who she is. She's a great person, and I appreciate her and respect her, because she's been courteous here. We've all said some things within me, and I don't know what it's going to take for these people to just go away, because look, people make mistakes and people know what other people have done. It's funny to me, Fellowship's Online Funhouse and everyone else. It's funny to me how these people, this is what they're doing, Fellowships, right? they saw you come in here. Now, respectfully, whether you donated or not, I still have a lot of love for you. I don't expect all that, but I'm not going to tell people what they can and can't do with their pocketbook, right? That's up to them, right? But this is what happened. They saw you come in here and donate that money yesterday, which I'm very grateful and thankful for it. And I still didn't expect that. I don't expect that. But they see that, right? And it makes them jealous, right? So they come in here and they try to attack me and try to get you to run away, right? And go somewhere else because I said some things I didn't mean years ago. And we've all done that, right? But here's the thing, Fellowship's online funhouse. To me, it doesn't matter the color of a person's skin. I love everybody, right? But I say this all the time, and these people don't get it. My best friend that owns this marketing company that sponsors me, he's black, and I'm white. And let me tell you something. We have the best friendship ever. And when we talk privately, you know what he tells me? You know what he tells me? He goes, he loves everybody equally too, but he goes, even some people of his own kind he can't stand. And I said, dude, I'm white, and there are a lot of white people I can't stand, right? It doesn't matter what your race is, right? But sometimes we say some things in the heat of the moment that we don't mean. Oh boy, Fellowships with the $5 super stick. Stop that. Stop that. You're distracting me. Stop that. Please. Come on. Anyway. So it's just funny to me how these people I don't know what I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're jealous. I don't know. I don't know what they're jealous about. I'm an average everyday person just wanting to uplift people, right? They say they don't like me, but they watch all. The funny thing is, Fellowships, they watch all my videos and my streams. They're always here. It's like they don't like me, but they invest all their time to watch me and troll me, right? I'm not triggered. I'm like, it's surreal. It is. Good call on George, Queen. I saw him elsewhere. Let's put it to you that way. He's a part of Elsewhere. Remember the show Saint Elsewhere? I love the title of that show, Saint Elsewhere. Thank you again, Fellowship's Online Funhouse, for the $5 super sticker saying ha ha ha. And you want to know what the funny thing is? You want to know who used to trigger me to say these hateful things I didn't mean? It's the same people that are still talking about me to this day, right? I'm not going to talk about them, right? Then it's fame, but not the good kind. Right. Queen says, oh yeah, I remember. She remembers saying Elsewhere. So again, folks, I'm going to bring a panel of people on. Mutt said, oh, I love that show. Yeah, it was good. It was a great show. Yeah, it was a great show. Oh, my. Do you prefer going by Janet or JP? JP, Janet, thank you for the $10 Cash App. I just saw that. I had to look at my phone for something else. I appreciate it. You're far too kind. It's good. Let us help you, ma'am, please. Let us help you. I'm at a loss for words. And by the way, I want to mention one more thing here. There's a woman that goes by the name of L.A. Leggett on YouTube. And ma'am, if you're watching, I want to thank you for the $10 Cash App that you sent yesterday, I believe. Ma'am, I'm going to be emailing you, and I've been trying to unblock everyone, including you. I will unblock you and your sister. If you can email me, LA Leggett, the channels that you need unblocked, I'll get them unblocked. The problem I'm having right now is that for some reason, I mentioned this on my previous stream, for some reason, I cannot unblock people from my channel. Like I can block them, but I can't unblock them. I go to unblock user and it just won't unblock. I go to their page, I right click on the flag under the about section, click on unblock user. It says, are you sure you want to unblock? Yes. And then I refresh, it's still blocked. I go to the back end of YouTube in the settings, within the settings tab, community area, under hidden users, their name is not there, but they're still blocked. So this morning I chatted with creator support. Anyone in the YouTube partner program has access to creator support. Now they have 24/7 chat and they are investigating the issue and they're going to email me when they figure it all out. When they figure it all out and I can unblock people, then I'm going to unblock you folks. For now, in the meantime, if you want to come in on sock accounts, no problem. No problem. Fellowships, if you want to come on the StreamYard tonight, I'll bring you on. I'm going to go look and see on your channel, Fellowships, if your email is listed there. Because I don't put the StreamYard publicly. Because these people want to come on and they want to porn bomb you. You know what I mean? We're not going to give them anything, right? Yes, your email is there, ma'am. Okay, so I will, if you want to come on a little bit, I will email you. Absolutely. Mutt, listen, what time is I'm going to be on your stream tomorrow, Mutt, and we're going to fill your Cash App. Trust me. I'll be sending you a Cash App, Mutt. Mutt, we got you. We're building a shared community here where everybody wins. That's the topic of the stream. Building a shared community where everybody or everyone wins, right? Building a shared community is what it's all about. And I'll share more about that in a second before I start bringing people on. American Dream, are you around, brother? Do you want to come on the panel? American Dream, are you around? Do you want to come on the panel? Mutt, do you want to pop on for if you want to promote your show? Or anyone else? Anyone that's a moderator in the Hangouts chat, in the Hangouts private chat for moderators has the link. And Fellowships Online Funhouse, I'm going to connect with you if you're on Google Hangouts. If not, it's free. It's simple to use with the same Google account you use to access YouTube. I'll connect with you there. I need to unban JB from Hangouts and add him to the private chat so that way you folks will know what's going on and get any relevant links quickly. Need to get set up first? Well, Mutt, after you get set up, let me know, and we'll bring you on the panel. But who wants to come on the panel? Because I'm going to start bringing people on in about 10 or 15 minutes here. Oh, boy. Give me a second, folks. I'm just checking something out real quick. Nightbot will end up. Hang on, I had to just take care of something. It's a troll, Fellowships Online. It's a known troll. I have the go-to channel plugin where I can go to the channel still, the go-to channel extension for Chrome, and I can see anyone that comes into a chat and says, okay, can I come up? Can I come up on the panel without saying, hello, how are you doing? It's my first time here, right? You know? And then you ask them, where did they find out about you? Oh, I was recommended from you on YouTube, right? Yeah, right. You know when they're trolling. Of course we know who it is, Queen. We know who it is. We know who it is, but it's okay. You know, he needs to have a little fun too on a Saturday night or early Sunday morning because he's on the East Coast. It's all good. All right, so folks, let me know if you folks want to come on the panel. Let me discuss building a shared community where everyone wins. One more time, building a shared community where everyone wins. For those of you that don't know me, hey, Lewis, you want to come on the panel? Yes, you are right at Eli. Thank you. For those of you that don't know about my past, or if you're new here, before I came out on YouTube 4 years ago, on a former channel I used to run, I used to do in-person networking all over Northern California where I live. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, but in Northern California, there are 3 huge major markets within 100 miles or so of where I'm at, or 120, 130 miles of where I'm at, radius that is. The Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area where I'm at. Then there's the Central Valley area, which is Modesto, Stockton, Tracy. And to give you folks an idea where Modesto is at, it's about 100 miles away from where I'm at. And do you folks remember Scott Peterson, who murdered his wife Lacey and their unborn baby? He lived in Modesto. Okay, so that's where Modesto is at. So I used to network in that area, the Central Valley area of California, Modesto, Stockton, Tracy, and then the greater Sacramento area, which includes markets such as Sacramento, Citrus Heights, Elk Grove, Auburn. When you go up into the foothills, for those of you that don't know the Northern California area, you're not going to have a clue. But I used to do a lot of in-person networking to grow my insurance business. When I used to be an insurance broker, now I'm still licensed, but I no longer sell, obviously. I sold my business last year. So I started out by attending other networking events. Initially, I was a member of a chamber of commerce. I attended other groups, right? And what do you do when you go to these events? You exchange business cards and you create an email list, right? And then because Facebook was just getting popular back then, it had been out for a few years, we would connect on Facebook and then we would add people to Facebook group pages, right? After a couple of years, I built a big enough network to the point of where I started my own organization and I started attending events that took place all over Northern California. There was a group called Successful Thinkers that used to run events all over Northern California. And I literally would drive all over Northern California and attend these events and build my network. And not only, get business doing that, I would refer business to other people I would meet. I created a referral source, right? Because when you're meeting people, it's not about competition, it's about collaboration, right? I've been trying to teach this for a long time out here, and some people don't get it, right? It's not about competition, right? I don't care if there's another channel that is getting more views than me or making more money than me. That doesn't faze me at all. That doesn't matter, right? Because and if they're talking about it, saying they're doing that, they're making it a competition, right? And it's not a competition, folks. It's not a competition. It's about collaboration, right? You're going to get a lot further collaborating with people than trying to compete with people, right? When you compete with people, typically either only one side wins for a short while or both sides lose quickly, right? I believe in win-win situations, right? I believe in mutually beneficial relationships. I do. And that's how I've built anything I've ever built in my life, is by networking, building relationships, getting to know, like, and trust people, and collaborating and asking them this one simple question. This is the one simple question we used to ask people when I would network in person. And it's the same thing that I want you folks to do out here. Here's the question. What can I do to help you move your business forward, right? Out here on YouTube, as YouTubers, this is the question I want you as a YouTuber to go out and ask other YouTubers. What can I do to help you move your YouTube channel forward? And when you do that, the person that you ask that question to is going to say, holy shit, they're asking me what they can do to help me. They're not asking me for anything. They're offering me something. They're not asking me for something. That's a better way to put it, right? Let me tell you what happens. When you go out there and you ask people, what can I do to help you move your business forward? Or out here on YouTube, what can I do to help you move your YouTube channel forward, right? And you help these people with no obligation. You give them free coaching sessions like I do. I've given away many free coaching sessions, and I'll still do it. What happens when you do that? The more and more you give, in the long run, it'll come back to you. That's called the law of reciprocity. The law of reciprocity, right? Have you heard of the phrase, what goes up must come down, right? What goes up must come down, right? And Fellowships Online found out saying, preach it, brother, right? Preach it, brother. Amen. Many people go out there and try to negotiate deals and say, look, dude, I'll collaborate with you if you do this for me, right? And I'll do this for you in return. No, you go out there and say, hey, you know what? I want to come to your channel if you want me to, and I want to invite my entire audience, and I'll do an interview with you because I want to help you get more exposure. And if you ask me, what do I want in return for that? I'll say absolutely nothing. I'll say thank you for the opportunity to come and speak on your platform. Okay, James Pink, that's your one warning. I mentioned earlier tonight that we're no longer talking about that group. This is your one warning. I am deleting your message. The next time you mention that group or any drama sphere, you will be banned. You're not timed out. You're not banned. But you are to not talk about that group at all. Queen, the next time Pink says something like that, just ban him and just let's move on. I have a feeling Pink's going to flip out. I have a feeling Pink's been here just to stir it up. Lord Gaelic! Bro! It's been a while! The Dark Lord has arrived. See? That's another brother friend of mine. Lord Gaelic is the man. Wow. You're still a mod, bro. Bro. You will always be a mod here. Amen. Subscribe to Lord Gaelic. Share the link to your channel in the chat, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do you a favor, Lord Gaelic. I'm going to get your link and share it for you, brother. That's a mirrored account? Is it? Let me check it out. Joined February 20th, 2021. Lord Gaelic with the $10 super chat with no message. Lord Gaelic, oh my God, bro. Lord Gaelic, I'm opening up the panel tonight, bro. How you been, dude? I'm going to bring on Fellowship's Online Funhouse. If she wants to come on, you can come on too, Lord Gaelic. And anyone else, Dream, anyone else. I'll open up the panel in a few. Lord Gaelic, you didn't have to do that, bro. Thank you so much, man. How you been, dude? What's been going on? Oh, boy. Fellowships with another $2 super sticker. I'm getting distracted again. Oh, man. Lord Gaelic is an incredible dude. Fellowships, you got to connect with Lord Gaelic. Lord Gaelic, look at this woman here. She's starting a new channel. And then we got to connect Fellowships with Bomb Cherry. And I got to get back involved with her because she's been rocking and rolling with some streams. I'm still subscribed to Bomb Cherry and I catch her stuff, but she's been streaming at crazy hours, man. Lord Gaelic, I've been MIA for a while. I lost my mother, but I'm sorry to hear that, bro. My condolences to your mother. I think you know what? I think you did come on and mention that last year. Yeah, dude. I think you had mentioned that, man. Sorry about that, bro. Yeah. Yeah, everyone knows I lost my father almost 13 years ago. And yeah, dude, you never forget it, dude. I hope you're doing all right, man. Lord Gaelic's a great dude. He's the nicest guy in the world, but you mess with him, it's over. He's the kind of guy that won't hurt a fly, but if he needs to take care of business, that's not a problem, Lord Gaelic. Lord Gaelic, I don't know if you heard, but JB Gunner and I, we patched things up and we're good. And I was on his show last night with another person from my network named American Dream. We had a good time. And Fellowship's Online Funhouse, known as Janet or JP, is a part of JB Gunner's network, the hashtag Gun Squad. Yeah, what a difference a few months makes, right? At Lord Gaelic, mad respect. Fellowships, you got to connect with that guy. He's a good dude. He is a good dude. And if you ever hear the backstory on how we met, it's a pretty crazy story. Yeah, but Lord Gaelic, it's permanent this time. Yeah, dude. JB came to me. And we went on his show last night, and we had a good time. Like, I offered to go on there. Like, dude, let me tell you something. I learned on YouTube that if you're strong emotionally and you don't let people trigger you, and you're just cool and just roll with the punches, it's all good, bro. That's what it's all about, right? You see, I met Lord Gaelic because another YouTuber was on a panel with him and another lady named Bomb Cherry. I'm not going to say what they said because that'll definitely get the channel demonetized or at risk. But he started JB is too. Oh man. Everybody hit that one. I'll let the mods mod the chat. I don't need to mod when I've got Janet here and Queen here and all them. You guys can make up. That's grown man shit. Yeah, it is, dude. Yeah. Yeah, no, he came here, and it's not about the money, but he came here and gave me a few super chats, even a $50 super chat. And then we went and took care of him last night on his show. I asked him to create a show if he wanted to, man. Look, I've learned, bro. Like, you got to learn the YouTube game. You got to learn to, you know, keep your emotional self-control in check, and you'll be fine, right? The moment I stopped allowing people to trigger me, it changed everything. And that's what I'm trying to teach people here as well. But yeah, a guy named Angel was on a panel, and no disrespect, Angel is he's a high-functioning autistic man. Still doesn't give him the right to say what he said. But he went off on Lord Gaelic and called him a bunch of N-bombs, right? The N-word, okay? And I was like, whoa. And Lord Gaelic was so mature about it, right? Now, Lord Gaelic is a good dude. And if you've seen him, he's a big dude. He can whoop some you-know-what. But he has a big heart. But what I respected about you, Lord Gaelic, is you handled that maturely, bro. Like, I was like, wow, this dude was going off on you, bro. And you just stood there like a man, bro. Bro, I'll never forget that, dude. Mad respect, right? From that point on, I'm like, I got to reach out to this dude, right? And it's really weird how you meet people nowadays on the internet, especially YouTube. Somebody put a clip of that video out there. I think that video is no longer out there, but I haven't downloaded. Trust me, it'll never see the light of day again. But that was one hell of a moment. That was one hell of a moment. I remember I did a stream on this channel, which has been deleted. Before I got monetized, I've been monetized for about a year and a half now almost. Before I got monetized, I did a stream where I played that clip about 10 times, and people were just laughing because everybody knew Angel, right? And Lord Gaelic was so cool and calm, right? He was funny, right? I laughed because I've been telling people that he was pretending to be slower than he actually was. It's true, bro. See, Lord Gaelic, people never forget things like that, right? Now, we can forgive Angel, right? Which we have, right? I'm sure you have too, right? We can forgive people, right? We can forgive people, right? But, oh, Mutt, you're backstage on the StreamYard. I'm going to let you on in a second, okay? But we never forget, dude. We never forget. You know what the thing about me is? People say, how do you remember all this stuff, Eli? You must have a great memory. I remember exactly how I met every person. Lord Gaelic, I will never forget how I met you. And I got to say something, dude. As weird as it may sound, I am grateful and thankful for Angel going off on you, even though it was a very unprofessional, disrespectful, racist rant, right? But it allowed me to get to know you. It puts you on my radar, bro, and I'm thankful for that. He only threw on the autistic cat when it was convenient. Right. That's what they do, dude. And then here's the thing. We love people, right? And we're not attacking the disabled, right? But they only throw the disabled card when it's convenient for them, right? Right? And then when we defend ourselves against their BS, people say, oh, you're attacking the disabled. No, it doesn't work both ways. Lord Gaelic, you want to pop on for a little bit on the StreamYard? You're still in the mod chat, Lord Gaelic. I believe you're still there, bro. Lord Gaelic, you're still a part of the private Hangout chat. And the StreamYard link is on the Hangout. Janet, do you want to pop on? I'll send you an email right now. You give me a second. let me log into my email. Janet, Fellowship's Online Funhouse. Do you want to pop on? I'd love for you to pop on, Janet. And if Lord Gaelic, you want to pop on, we can have a chat and you can meet these new people. I really want to connect you with Janet, which is Fellowship's Online Funhouse, Lord Gaelic, because I think you would be good for each other's community and we're all going to be working together. I'm going to send you the link right now to your email. Your email is the one on your channel, the About page, right? Let me know. Your email is on the About section. That's the email that you get the email at, right? Let me see real quick. Give me a second. Janet, you have to stop sending money. I just want to help you. Jesus Christ, thank you for the $15 Cash App. You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to donate it back to other people. Oh, man. Is that Lord Gaelic in the back? Lord Gaelic is on the StreamYard. Oh, man, I'm going to bring you on in a second, brother. Let me get Janet to come on here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on Mutt and I'm going to bring on Lord Gaelic. Then I'm going to take a break, let them talk. I'm going to refill my coffee. Wow, man, this is amazing tonight. All right, give me 1 second. I need to send... need to send her the StreamYard link. Man, these people are just absolutely nuts. These trolls have nothing better to do. Okay. Give me a second here. Okay. Hang on. Just sending you the email right now. Come on. Oh, man. Hold on. Give me a second. Well, who else is on? Oh. Did you get the email? Lord Gaelic is not on. Okay. Oh, yeah, Lord Gaelic, if you want to come backstage, I will let you back on. I will let you back on like in one or 2 minutes, man, or less than that. I was just sending the email to Janet. I think she got it because she's on there. I just want to make sure. All right, we're good. All right, let's switch over to the quad screen and let's bring on some people here. First of all, we have Mutt Nuts World. Welcome, Mutt. How are you? We're going to bring Janet on in just about 30 seconds. How are you doing?
Hey, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I've got some things I could tell you about Angel, believe me. He used to run with a group I used to be friends with. That dude has screws loose. Just saying.
Well, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about as long as we keep it clean, but we can talk what we want to talk about. But let me do this. Let me go ahead and bring on Janet here.
Hello,
Janet, welcome
darling.
to the show. Look at how happy she looks. Look at how happy she looks. Now, you folks can't see me on StreamYard because I do it the same way JB does. I use OBS. So you folks, if you want to see what I'm seeing, you'll have to look at the YouTube viewing. Just mute it. And there is a 25-second delay because I use normal latency. But welcome to the show, Janet. Glad to have you here. Thank you for everything you've done. You're far too kind, but I guess that's just who you are, right?
It's who I am, darling.
Okay, I love her accent.
Me too. But here's the thing. I don't argue women regardless. So you've already got that. So you don't have to worry about me.
Well, if you're going to donate, then I suggest that you give it to Mutt Nut World.
Of course.
My show is about donating to other places and other people. I made a platform so that I could promote small businesses. And we have topics and they come and talk to me. So my show is called Come and Talk to Me. I'm your host, JP. My name is Janet. It's technically something else, but by slave ways of being adopted, they changed my name. And my mother died last year. And her last request was that I change it back to Janet Presley Bates.
So, okay.
I'm from Zanesville, Ohio. I'm a country girl. I was raised in the church,
born and raised,
but I'm a spiritual person. I believe that the light is better than the darkness. I don't come in anger. I don't come in nastiness. I don't come unless I come in peace. So I watched you on the Gunner Show because that's where I'm from. Shout outs to the Gunner Squad and JB Gunner. And I was just impressed with you, brother. I think that you've been through some things. I think that people used words to try to define who you are. I saw who you were. I don't know the past. I don't really like to talk about it because, again, I could tell you who I was, but I could tell you who I am now. And I kind of like the now because with the hard times and everything that's going on, I think our human side, we the people, need to stand together. So I created a place where people can promote their business. They can come on my show. They can do it for free. Now I do promote businesses behind the scene for a fee, but I do a great job at marketing. I do a great job at promoting. I have a master's degree in organizational leadership. And one thing I saw in you, Eli, was the fact that you have a platform and you have a stage. I think they took your microphone away because you were trying to save everyone. And so when I said to you that, JB did a truce with you, he asked for forgiveness, but that doesn't make him weak. He's not asking for the friendship that you guys had before. You have to create a new one because now you're a new person again and trust has to be built or you will be X'd out. And as a new gunner, and the things that he's taught us is to take people at what they say. So if your word means something, then it
That's
better
how my
be
grandparents raised my family.
So I believe
is binding.
And I believe that you said that day. I think a lot of people second guess you. I think a lot of people have mistrust in you because of who you were. But I didn't see that day. I saw a person who was genuinely coming for forgiveness, omitted some things that they did wrong and wanted to grow. And moving forward, you're not that person anymore. And so you don't need to continue to talk about it because you have a platform that allows you to share whatever you need to share. I believe that we should help each other. I don't believe that money makes me want you. I gave you money because I tied to the streets. I have to give what Father has given me. I am not here for your money. I'm not here for nothing from you other than to share my voice with you, that I am a grown conservative biracial woman who tends to be a modern day woman because I don't believe in men and their ways, because they're not acting tribal. They're not acting like real gentlemen. And therefore, I have to survive the best way I can. I don't indulge and I do not go with the negative. The light is stronger than the darkness. The light was made the same way the darkness was made, by the same creator of the universe. Yeah. So let's talk about it, because if your light is on, then you tend to do things out of the heart and you don't ask for nothing in return. If your dark is on, then you're tending to fight, nick and pick, and say, oh, I'm sorry because, and then keep on going and keep on going. And who wants to ride that train? Like, I wake up and think of Father, and I wake up and think of my meow meow, and then all the other people that I love. I don't think about the negative. And when they come for it, I shut it down and then I leave it alone, because at the end of the day, who are you again? And when did you exist in my 43 years? Because I'm going to need you to calm down. All of this here is so amazing. Family. All right now, girlfriend, I got to shine like the bright star we are. I mean, come on. Let's stop acting like you have to indulge with trolls. Trolls are what you make them. If you give them energy just by giving them energy, you're giving them energy. Like, do not speak of them. Move on. Go. The show must go on, darling.
My live tomorrow. Me and one of my mods, we need to spill some tea about somebody, as we say. And then after that, we're done. We're not going to speak no more of her.
Yeah,
but
real quick, let me jump in here.
She needs to be brought to justice about what she's doing. So,
well, let me jump in here for a second.
Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you for everything you said, Janet, and same with you, Mutt. I totally agree with everything. For me, I'm not going to come out here and say that I've had a crappy life. I haven't. I was raised by two wonderful parents that were very traditional, from Greece. My father was 18 years older than my mother. He passed away almost 13 years ago, and my mother's still around. And I have my brother and my father's sister, my aunt, and my cousin from my father's side out here, and the rest of my family that's left is in Greece. I've been through some things in life, but not really a big deal. I had to learn how to, deal with criticism in the real world. And I figured that out by the time I was in my mid-20s or so, maybe early 30s at the latest. But when you come out on YouTube and social media, it's a whole new world. You have to learn it all over again. You're like a newborn baby. And that's what I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. And see, the great thing about JB Gunner is he has a lot more experience. He's been everything that I've gone through and everyone else, the YouTuber, goes through at the beginning. JB went through it 15 years ago, right? Maybe 13 to 15 years ago, right? First few years. And so what a lot of people don't realize is that there's a lot of wisdom that comes from that guy. And yes, have we done some crazy things, in the past? Did JB do some crazy things? Sure. Did I do some crazy things? Sure. In all honesty, I'm not trying to not own it by saying this, but my intentions have always been pure. I did some things to try to stop negative people from coming at me. And that's my reasoning for doing it. It still doesn't make it right. I've learned to just completely ignore it. Let these people do what they're going to do. Let them say what they're going to say. dox us, let them stalk us, let them do whatever, right? Unless they put a bullet in my head.
They want to be part of my life. I'll give them all my debt.
Right. And see, and I, respectfully, Janet, I completely agree with everything that you said. I wanted to give you a little bit more of a backstory of me because the last thing that, I have no problem owning it and admitting everything, right? The last thing I want people to look at me is as a sympathy case, and then people start donating for sympathy. Like, I'd rather have people not donate and know the truth than be sympathetic over something that's, you know what I'm saying, right?
Right, because you're not a sympathy case, and that's what I'm saying. It wasn't given to you like that. It was given out of respect that you will move on, that you will do what you said you were going to do when you were on his show. Well, hello, darling. Look at all this chocolate.
Look who's here, man.
Stand down.
Look who's here, man. Lord Gaelic's in the house. Are you there, dude? Oh, no problem, dude. Oh, this is great, man.
I'll give you a perfect example of Eli being a man of his word.
Sure.
He actually helped me get this little piece of gem right here.
Amazing, darling. What is it?
This is my very favorite microphone. It's the Rode Video Micro.
Oh, stop. Microphone check.
It also has its own protective case that I bought.
Fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
Sorry, I unmuted you. I muted you by mistake, but I was trying to put you full screen. Go ahead and show this. Show that again, Mutt. Show us again.
Yeah, I bought this case just for. This is a really hard protective case just for this one microphone. Plus, this is let's see if I can get out of the way. Tomorrow's live stream.
Okay.
Fake or real?
Fake or real?
Fake or real?
Fake supporters and the talk around YouTube.
Ooh.
Excellent. Real quick, folks. I think Lord Gaelic disconnected. I'm going to wait for him to pop back on here. When he pops back on, I'm going to step away and refill my coffee and use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Device is not connected, so I don't know.
Yeah, he has to turn his microphone. He has to accept the microphone.
Right. So he'll probably pop back in a second. But anyway, ladies, let's go ahead and continue. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you, ladies.
So Mutt, I saw your channel.
My crazy channel.
I like the redneck stuff.
Well, I am a Maryland-born country girl redneck. So,
Whoa.
Born and raised, Maryland, born and raised. Spent most of my time growing up going to Ocean City. So we have that in common.
Yes. I am a Beach Valley girl, darling. My name is Wendy, darling. And I just picture myself on a yacht with a martini, darling. With all my riches.
Seriously, going out on a boat like that, a yacht boat, out off of Ocean City is just amazingly gorgeous.
Amazing, darling. Especially with my rich husband, darling. Yes.
Ladies, the man that introduces himself as the Dark Lord when he pops into every chat, Lord Gaelic's in the house. Let's give him a big round of applause. How's that? Lord Gaelic is...
Welcome, Lord Gaelic.
I'm still trying to figure out this damn iMac.
Dude, it works. We can hear you.
I'm actually streaming with this from my new Chromebook. I am like in love with this thing. And for the next couple weeks, I have, the $25 StreamYards so I can green screen.
That's cool, Mutt. You love that thing, huh?
Oh, I actually have a new green screen. It's not the old limey green one I had anymore. So it's a actual better professional green screen plus all my lights. I just feel so professional.
No, I've already got the Chromebook. I just bought this iMac thing a couple months ago. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
My Chromebook, my mom actually got it for me for $99 brand new.
You lucky. Still paying on this motherfucker.
I have connections into getting all kinds of stuff.
So tell us about yourself. Oh.
But before Lord Gaelic says something, let me mention something, and I'm going to take a break and give the floor to Lord Gaelic and you folks. While I take a break, I'll put you full screen. Just want to update you folks. American. Oh, you're going to jump off?
No, I mean I just hopped on for a minute. Y'all are good.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna give you the floor. Give me just 1 second. You can stay as long as you want, or you can come and go as you wish, Lord Gaelic. But real quick, American Dream just messaged me, and he's not going to be able to come on the panel. He's having dinner with his wife / ex-wife to be. People know the story, so it's okay to go public with it. So he gives everyone his best. To everyone. And here's the thing. He's a civil guy. Even though it's not working out with them romantically, he's still very civil with her. And he really still cares about her. He loves her. He's just not in love with her. And I can really respect a dude taking the mature approach in a situation like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
such a man.
I actually have a couple exes that I'm still civil with. And then some of them, I'd like to throat punch.
Yeah.
Throat punch.
Well, let me give the floor to Lord Gaelic, and you ladies chatted up with Lord Gaelic. I'm going to step away for 5 to 10 minutes and get more coffee and use the rest and yada yada yada. I'll be listening on my phone. The floor is all yours, and I'll be right back in.
He'll be right back, guys. Well, yes, you do. Yes, you do, Lord. I got a question. Are you ready, Mutt Nut? Let's do it. I want to know if you play that guitar behind you.
I was going to ask the same thing.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing. That's why you're my new best friend. Go, girl.
All 9 of them?
All 9?
I was going to say there's more than one back there.
I turned my living room into a rehearsal space.
Tell us more, darling. Tell us more. So you are a musician?
Yep.
And you play.
I do work with polymer clay.
Guitar and bass. What the hell is behind me?
Wow. Or is it rock? Is it jazz? Is it?
No. That's my acoustic guitar, acoustic bass, and the rest of my shit.
Yeah, the one's acoustic.
Over by the wall, so I didn't.
My cousin used to play guitar.
What type of music do you play, Lord?
I play a little bit of everything.
Oh. Could we get a little hit or something real quick before you drop the mic on us? You keep trying to leave us ladies. We're such ladies. She's a redneck lady and I'm a country lady.
Well, that's not what I hopped on for, but.
Oh, what you hop on for? Tell us, Mr. Chocolate Lord.
I don't really get on these things much. So.
No, Lord Gaelic just makes his little appearances here and there.
Yeah, I'll stop by the house with some Tupperware, get my little food, my Tupperware dish, and leave.
He wanted to say hi to you, Mutt. He's trying to blush about it, girl. He knows he likes that white chocolate,
I think we've
girl.
known each other through Eli's chat now, Lord Gaelic, for what? Almost a year, probably.
Look at brother.
I haven't seen either one of y'all, so
I'm new. I'm new. Hi, my name is Janet. I like unicorns and purple. And chocolate men who are conservative. Are you conservative, Lord?
Conservative about what?
Oh my gosh. Like, do you take care of your house and your family and your country? And do you work?
Does my house look fucked up?
Oh, it looks amazing, darling. No. I would run around in my little tight outfit, just hopping like a bunny.
Oh, y'all don't want me to move my green screen because y'all don't want to see my art mess behind my green screen.
I want to see it, I want to see it, girl. Don't play with me, girl. Let's see it.
I don't show that part.
Oh. So what do you do on your show, darling?
What do I say? I have my redneck word of the day. I have my Q&A. I have my mail haul of freebies and stuff I get in the mail.
Cool.
Then on my live streams, mostly here lately, I've been doing chat while I craft.
Oh, wow.
So usually I'm working on something with polymer clay most of the time, which
I love crafts.
I just bagged 186 2-ounce blocks of polymer clay, and I still have to condition this and put them all into one mass block in each bag. So.
And what are we going to do with that?
That series starts tomorrow, probably, or later today.
Okay.
But
are you selling it?
I got planned for 6 p.m. tonight.
Sure.
That's going to be, that's going to be a good one.
I'm going to be there.
That
okay.
Was co-planned with another one of my mods. So.
Okay. I'll be there.
Yeah, that'd be 6 p.m. our time.
Yep, I got you. Because my show starts at 7. So
you're just upstate from me. So
I'm the eastern side. I know. I didn't even know that he was on the other side.
I'm in the most southern county.
Okay.
In the most southern part of Maryland.
I love it. And it's so country.
My town is the most southern, the farthest down. I wish I don't have used to have a map of Maryland. If you look at Maryland, and of course, you know where Ocean City, Salisbury,
right?
That is.
Yep.
Down in Somerset County, if you look on the map, there's like a number. Looks like a number 3 at the very bottom before you get to the eastern shore of Virginia. I'm in that number. What looks like a number 3 that comes off into the Chesapeake Bay.
Are you close to Baltimore?
Right on the bottom of it. If you've ever heard of Smith Island or Tangier Island,
no.
They're a 15-minute boat ride from where I live. I'm only an hour from Ocean City.
An hour. Okay, I was going to say, how close to Baltimore? Because Ocean City is 6 hours.
I'm about 4 hours from Baltimore. I'm an hour south of Ocean City. I'm probably 4.5 hours southeast of Baltimore.
Well, I wanted to go to Ocean City.
I'm not on the western shore of Maryland. I'm on what's called the eastern shore. You know how Maryland is divided by the Chesapeake Bay?
Yes.
I'm on that eastern shore side.
Gotcha.
I'm closer to the Atlantic Ocean. 4.5.
Well, I wanted to go to Ocean City, Maryland, around Mother's Day. So
right now, you want to do your research and see what is.
Well, can I tell you a story?
Our convention, which we would go to in June, has been canceled, of course. St. Patrick's Day Parade got canceled. I have a feeling Springfest and Sumfest may be canceled. Air Show may be canceled. So you have to do your research and see what's going on. And what hotels are accepting people and not accepting people. What's open, what's not open. Ocean City was a really bad hotspot for COVID. That county alone had close to 2,000 cases.
Yeah, but can I tell my story? When COVID hit last year, I went to Ocean City, Maryland in May, June, and July. They handed out masks. They handed out hand sanitizer. Yep. They changed their restaurants to go outside. So they didn't even stop whenever the COVID hit.
Now are back to, I believe, are back to full capacity with social distancing. I think you still have to wear the mask on the boardwalk.
Yes. And when I was at the DoubleTree, we had to wear the mask all through the hotel, and then we turned.
I stay Flagship. I stay 26 in the boardwalk.
Oh, girl, I'll do the Flamingo, girl. I ain't playing, girl.
Flamingo's not what it used to be.
I know, but I'll get down with the get down, okay? As long as I can see.
We used to say Choice Rewards too. Choice Rewards was just right up the beach from Flagship, but Flagship has 24-hour pool indoor, 24-hour hot tub indoor, fitness, outdoor pool, courtyard. You can actually grill in the courtyard. They encourage you to grill your food in their courtyard.
Sister, I got one for you. So my friend, he's from Montana. He said that we could get a house for $25,000 in Montana in the ghost town, it's called.
You're on your own. Nope. I don't do ghost towns. Nope. I don't do ghost anything.
And he said that there's a powwow going on in the next week out there because it's like a reservation.
This year again.
Yeah, so shout outs
the
to the
Alcoholic tribe. I wonder if they're powwow. I'll have to get up with Uncle Rudy.
It's a celebration.
Uncle Clarence, sorry.
In Montana. One thing I like about talking to everyone around the world, you learn different things and you learn what everyone's doing. And I have like friends in Australia and, you know, we get to learn.
I have friends all over. I got to get up with them. I don't know if you've heard the YouTube name Nerd of the North.
No.
He's actually originally from United States.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
The Netherlands.
Go ahead.
Nerdy actually had some surgery, so I got to check up on him.
Real quick, ladies, you mind if I jump in here? Welcome back, everybody, to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Live here on YouTube and also on Facebook. Go ahead, Mutt.
I didn't get to type the welcome back in chat like I normally do, so welcome back.
Well, you're here on the damn panel. You're live. your face is here. Real quick here, not real quick. I want to chat a little bit here with Lord Gaelic. Lord Gaelic, thank you for being here, man. And once again, my condolences and blessings to you and your family regarding the loss of your mother.
Thank you.
You're a strong man, but we all have emotions too, bro. And we've all been through stuff, and I hope you're doing okay. And whatever you need from us, let us know. Again, thank you again. Thank you again for your thank you. Well, thank you again for your super chat too. You didn't need to do that, bro. But man, what's been going on with you, bro? Anything new with you? What are you? What communities are you involved with out here on YouTube now? Are you still,
really not.
YouTube? No,
I'm really not because I told you I found my mother dead in October. That I kind of just shut the fuck down after that point. I was like, fuck it.
Wow.
I unplugged every goddamn thing. So since when was it? October? Yeah, I just been in full work daddy mode pretty much. In fact, my kids in the other room sleep. But yeah, that's about it. I ain't really.
My kid's four-legged and furry and sleep somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's I praise you, man, because you're a real dude, man, and this is what defines a real man here, folks. We all have feelings, we all have emotions. It doesn't make us any less of a man. It makes you more of a man. The people that the guys that try to hold things in, and then they lash out, and then they project, like.
Well, no,
we don't want to.
Not that. I mean, when people have things happen, I mean, again, everybody got their own way of coping with shit.
Yeah.
So, I just shut the fuck down. I don't think it was necessary to jump on the internet and just throw a pity party for myself. I don't do that.
I'm kind of the same
have a real life for that shit. So I'm like, people are like, oh, if you hold it in, just because I'm not expressing it online or I'm not saying anything online doesn't mean I'm holding it in. No.
I know.
You find other creative ways to let it out in a more productive manner.
I mean, I took 2 months off work because they understood or whatever. So I had to regroup because I just spoke to my mother like an hour before I went and found her. I just stopped by with the kids to visit her or whatever, and then we were leaving to go home, and then she called me. It was like, hey, kid, you bring me a 2-liter Diet Coke. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, fuck, now I got to turn around. I'm like, okay. Went to the store, came back, and that's when I found her. So it was literally like that quick. So you don't get that image out your head. So I'm not going to sit there and be on YouTube like, whoa, it's me. Oh, my God. I mean, if people want to do that, if that's how they cope with things, and more power to them. There's really no right way to deal with shit or to grieve, because did I call people? Yes. Didn't necessarily mean I had to turn on a microphone or camera. That can you get on? People say, well, when we get on YouTube, you don't have real friendship. That's bullshit.
Right.
You meet some good people on here. And Eli, if I had your number, I probably would have called you. But
I will send you my number, Lord Gaelic. I will send you my number, bro. I didn't know you didn't have it. I thought I'd given you all that.
I don't think so. I mean, a lot of people don't realize there's one person that everybody pretty much knows who Tommy Sotomayor is, you know, but
yeah,
I talk to Tommy outside of YouTube, and you know, because that's my friend or whatever. So talking to him about it, he kind of said some shit that I wasn't really hitting on that kind of put everything to perspective. Now that I get on this is my first time even speaking about that. Did I you know, YouTube talking about? No, you know, this is somebody who I've talked to outside of this shit, and wasn't necessarily.
I have a couple of people like that from here.
Hey, everybody! No, there's some shit going on. You talk to somebody. If you got a relationship with that person, you talk to them. But
right.
You know, I didn't make any videos about it. None of that shit, because this shit here is purely for entertainment for me. So,
I agree.
But again,
and
people do that, and that's if that's how they deal with it, then that works for them. For me, it wasn't necessary. Like, what's the point? That's what I got to like.
Lord Gaelic, real quick, WrestleMania. Thank you for stopping by. He says, "Good night, everyone. I'm on my way to bed later. Good night, Jamie. WrestleMania." Lord Gaelic, let me ask you something here. Do you feel? Because I'm on the exact same page as you. Do you feel that some people use and abuse the internet as a sounding board, as an outlet in ways far beyond what it was meant to be?
Yes, but we can't really say what it was exactly meant to be, because we don't. It's so far gone now that we don't even know what the fuck it was meant to be. We just know what it is.
Right. But that's a good point.
Case in point, the one person that I will be talking about at the beginning of my live stream tomorrow night, that's kind of stuff she's doing.
Wow.
Again, if that's what those people choose to do, I think it's potentially self-destructive. Because any weakness on here, people will exploit it. Even if it's you stubbed your toe and you talk about, hey, I stubbed my toe. You got some motherfuckers who's waiting to cut your throat who will run that toe stub and shit into the ground. But then again, that's the risk you take when you log on here. But people using it as a sounding board. I mean, I've always said you got people who log on and it's like they're becoming over-exaggerated part of who they really are. Or they try to use this as a fucking, it's one big mask, one big filter. Not to, you know, rehash the autistic Avenger shit. But again, when you got somebody who is trying to use that to cover up shit, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Wait, I'm autistic. No, you're not, motherfucker. No, you're not. You know what the fuck you're doing. And
yeah, just like I had a
in the real life,
resident
might not be able to do that. But on here, you can.
I had a resident troll that would do stuff like that. If I would disappear because of my allergies and my asthma and not live stream for a while, he'd run with that like, oh, she's never coming back, blah, 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 blah. Thank God he finally disappeared, though.
But who cares? I wouldn't care one way or the other. It's like,
oh, no, I didn't. I come from another program where I was used to that kind of stuff. I grew a thick skin. That stuff rolls off of me like water off a duck's back.
Right, but you got people who they'll come on here and it's like they have to make an announcement. Hey, everybody, I'm leaving YouTube. Them motherfuckers just leave goddamn YouTube. And 99% of the people who say I'm leaving YouTube make a, hey, guess who's back video 3 days later. It's like, really?
If I'm going to leave, I'm just going to up and leave, and I'm not telling nobody shit. Well, I'm just gone.
It's when it's better for people to speculate why you went missing. I don't even call it going missing. I was living my life. I mean, again, I wouldn't even call it disappeared or whatever. If you decide to take some you time, which you should have you time any goddamn way. Again, this shit is purely for entertainment for me, because I made a video the other day about that Meghan Markle shit.
Mine's basically a hobby, but if I can get paid for it, I'm gonna do it.
No, if there's a bag at the end of this shit, then do it. However, you need to be ready to
for that pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. I'm still sliding down that rainbow. I ain't found that end yet.
If that's what you choose to do, that other people choose to do, then more power to it. But you need to be ready for whatever the fuck comes with it.
Oh yeah. Like I say, I come from another program where I was used to trolls, bullies, people insulting other people. I mean, they actually created insult rooms on that. It was kind of like a modern day version of the old day Yahoo,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but the word bully, you can't use bullying online because people use that shit. And if you take the literal term of a bully, that's when you corner somebody, you terrorize them, and they can't leave. There's no such thing as cyberbullying because you just log the fuck off. Nobody gets cyberbullied during a power outage because you ain't got no fucking power. You can't get on here. It's like, if somebody making a video about you or they saying some shit, don't look at it. Log the fuck off. If you that goddamn weak to say I'm being bullied,
right?
I think it was you and JB that said it, Eli. If you don't like the show, change the channel.
Change the channel. Right. Right. I agree on that. Here's the thing. I want to connect as many people as possible with my friend Troy. He's a good guy. JP, are you still there? Are you?
Yes, darling.
I know she's muted. Because you're an entrepreneur. Here. You're an entrepreneur, obviously, and I love your entrepreneurial spirit. And my friend Troy, obviously, he's been running a marketing company for over 10 years, and I think there's a great collab opportunity, to expose further what you're doing, because what I heard you mention a little bit ago is that, you do something for entrepreneurs. And if you could share a little bit more about that with us while Lord Gaelic is here and Mutt is here as well, because I think we can connect some more amazing people through what you do. And I've got a lot of entrepreneurial experience. I've been an entrepreneur for, 14, almost 15 years myself. So I think you and I kind of speak the same language, to a certain extent, right? Does that make sense? Or
yes.
So you tell us a little bit more about what you do to. You said you run something for entrepreneurs. You have a free version and a paid version and all that, so we can actually get that out there, because I want to look into that and I want to support that.
Well, I don't promote it like that. I just stand on what I believe. So I believe that everybody's voice matters. I believe that everyone has a right to speak their speech. And I give everybody a chance to come on the platform and speak. And in the process of the topics that we speak on, I allow them to promote their business. Small businesses are going under, and we don't appreciate them like we should. And I feel that I took it upon myself, as having a degree in leadership, that I would turn on all of the leaders' lighthouses, that I would just come through like the light, the way, the truth, and just keep moving to let people know that if you're not doing the right thing, if you're not telling the truth, Father is not looking at you. If you want him to look at you, then you'll stand on the truth, you'll be a good person, and then you'll help others. We are to serve others and to make our way through life. No one's to make it hard for you, and you shouldn't allow them to do that. So my platform allows people to come into my sandbox, talk on the panel. I've allowed some people to take control of the panel. So they want to feel superstar or whatever you want to call it, because they control the scene. So they come up with a topic. I allow them to come on the show and run the show. I do the background stuff for them, and they speak their voices. I ask that people don't cuss at each other, because when you use curse words, some people don't understand that language. I try to speak in a language that everyone will understand. I do play around, because I believe joking is our way of dealing. I think all of us are in pain. I was definitely affected by the pandemic, and yet I'm an American, and I believe that we should all fight. We should all keep our voices strong, our freedom strong. I believe in Bob Marley, and that we need to stand up for our rights, that we should not persecute each other for things of our past. And who am I to judge what you do? I mean, I'm here to actually just again speak to you, because I never got to speak my voice to you, Eli. But as I was sitting in the chat room yesterday and I saw all that messy stuff, I volunteered to help you. Because I think that you have a platform the same way that I've created what I've done. I've created a place where people can come, they can promote themselves, they can promote other people. I do promoting behind the scene, meaning if you wanted me to promote your business here in Pennsylvania and you're all the way in San Francisco, then you're going to pay me a small fee monthly or weekly or whatever it is that you decide, because I barter and trade, and kind of just promote you here so that everyone will continue to watch your show. Marketing is important. I don't believe you should have to buy subscribers or, likes or make people forced to like you. I think you should speak, use your voice, allow others to use your voice, transform, become transformers. When 3 or more come together, I mean, you definitely can think a lot more. You can have fun, because I like Mud Nuts. I love her. She's amazing, darling. And, if I came here for a friendship, then that's what I'm.
I have a new look too. So
yeah, that's what I'm here for. So I would admit that I came for a friendship, not necessarily yours, Eli. I'm from the Gunner Squad. So out of respect, I want to make sure that you're safe over here and that you're not going backwards. And the only way you can move forward is to have strong friends. So again, I'm not saying I'm your friend, but if your friends are your friends and you're noticing that they're here for you, then again, I am a new friend of a friend who stated that the truce is real. So I'm here to prove the truce is real. I'm not here for anything. I don't want you promoting my stuff, because I don't need anybody. I want certain people, darling. They have to have a VIP to a VIP to get on my stage, darling. So I don't need other people. I want to earn friendships. I want to earn the respect. I want to know that you're in another state and you're taking care of your family first. That's what I always say. Hope, love, and walk in forgiveness, because time is now. Like, I honestly, Eli, I am ordained by the man upstairs. I've been called to do some things that I'm not really, going to explain all, and maybe some can hear and some will see and some will do both. But I am called to turn on the lighthouses, to plant the seed, and to make sure that everyone knows that Father is done. He's done. So if he takes us out, we're all going to get wiped out, and then it's going to start over without you. If you believe that your energy, and that's what he is in the Holy Spirit, that you will turn on your lighthouse like a beacon, like how they do for the ships, and ye will see us, and we'll be sitting in our playgrounds, and then we'll be safe when, he comes, because he's going to do what he says he's going to do, and every knee is going to bow. So I don't know why people are playing with the game.
Every tongue confess.
All right now. And honestly, again, I was only called to do certain things. So if I leave you, Eli, I will leave you with walking in your righteousness, walking in the fact that if Father has pointed you out of 100,000 people and asked you to stand up and walk on water so that you understand that you're going to get there faster than the people in the boat, then take that risk and try to be a better person for yourself, not for others, and not because you think others will do what you want them to do. Do it because you know that that's the right thing to do. JB didn't come to you out of weakness. He came to you because he's fixing things in his life, and he's going to keep going and make sure that he's the king. He's our king. We are his knights. We are faithful to that man. That man has done nothing wrong to me. I've never known his past, and I don't speak on it. I only speak for him as I come and sit like a knight that I told you I was. I have to watch and make sure that people are doing exactly what they say they're going to do, right, Mutt?
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, he's going to.
And JP, let me respond to what you've said so far. Dr. Kitts, welcome to the show. I'm sorry I banned you by mistake. I thought you were trolling, but Haggis actually vouched for you. My apologies for that. I'm just let the mods mod the chat. JP, and respectfully, I totally get everything you're saying. I'm very similar as yourself. I'm about giving to give, not giving to get. And that's why for me, when people give to me, I'm very humbled by it. I have a lot of humility, and I respect what you're saying. At the same time, there's as far as last night goes, there's a lot more to that story, and I know it's irrelevant. I know it's not even worth talking about it. I know it's probably something you don't even want to hear. It's unnecessary. But there's a lot more.
No, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you that you apologize. You are a very good gentleman. I think that you need to grow from that experience and take everything with you, good and bad. And then the next time moving forward, you will not make the same mistakes with a friend because you value friendship. And that's all I see is that you're trying to fix something that's broke. And honey, we do it all the time. We're only human. So that's okay. Right. Like that.
You have to take chances. You have to give people chances to get to know them.
Yeah, but when she said, please leave me alone, now you have a command, sir. So now it's up to you to make the choice. Do you follow the command or do you keep going against something that was told? Even if she doesn't want you, but even if she doesn't want you to leave her alone, and those are just words for now, then for now, we just leave it alone. If it was meant to be, it comes back, right?
Right. No, you're absolutely right. Mods, can you please mod that? Make sure you're on the chat immediately because my system's running a little bit slow because I'm running so much now with the StreamYard, and I can't wait to get my new laptop here. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate that.
I always have multiple devices, so.
Good. I have my phone here too, but I don't want to be on my phone. I'm trying to, address the chat. And no, I appreciate that, JP. And cool. Let me mention. Okay, Mutt. But you've got that slight delay there. So like when we're trying to talk, we're over talking each other. That's all. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's doing that.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens to some people. The latency is different with certain, devices or internet connections or whatever. It's not a big deal. No worries. But real quick, let me just respond to Janet quick. And I want to give Lord Gaelic a little more time because I'm sure he has other things to do. And I don't want to be a thorn in your side, Lord Gaelic. I'm just whenever you pop by, Lord Gaelic, you know what? Whenever you pop by, bro, it's always just amazing to catch up with you, bro. And I'm gonna email you my number so you can text me or call me anytime. I've always wanted to have that friendship with you off of YouTube because we've talked before, dude, and you and I have been on panels one-on-one on my channel before, and for hours, dude. And I do consider you a friend, and I do care, and I respect everything you said. But before we get back to you here, JP. Yeah, I have mad respect for you, and whatever you decide to do, I will support you. I did all of this in person for 10 plus years as an entrepreneur before I went online with my YouTube channel, and it's a whole new world. I wanted to ask you something real quick. You were saying about the small business, failing. Are you talking about brick and mortar, or are you talking about even online small businesses, or both?
Both. In our community, a lot of shut down businesses are small owned businesses. So the internet god is going to take over from here to 2023, and we're all going to have to go to the internet. And they're leaving out certain people so that they don't know that you can make your business online and you don't need a building. You can create a brand for yourself and market yourself, and it's a lot cheaper. And again, I've created a platform that if you want to come out and shout out to your business, then it's free. And that way you're not going to TV, you're going to the internet, because YouTube is going to become like MTV did.
Absolutely. And real quick, JP, this is what I noticed. This is what's been happening here in Northern California where I live. I mean, we're primarily a large metropolitan area, and most areas have big box stores or supermarkets. And, the small mom and pop shops where I live don't really exist anymore. And especially out here in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, where the commercial lease and rent is 3 times greater than anywhere else in the country, it's impossible, right? But where the small where the small mom and pop brick and mortar shops still work are in smaller communities where it's not feasible to open up a Costco or a Sam's Club, like where Mutt lives, right? So I think we need to teach people that, depending on your demographic in that area, certain things will work and certain things will not work. So online can work everywhere. Go ahead.
No, I was going to state that we need to teach people to get online. And that is the point. Because they can purchase.
Here in my town do have an online presence, either Facebook or whatever, as well as they still have their physical stores.
Right.
But even a lot of the ones in Ocean City too, JP, and you know how that town is. That's a huge resort town. A lot of even the businesses on the boardwalk and stuff have gone to being able to order their product from anywhere in the world from the internet now, as well as still having the physical business itself.
And that's what we need to teach people, because the older generation will get left behind. Mm-hmm. The newer generation is not being respectful online. So yes, we have to be teachers of that, because again, if you don't tolerate it, if you exit out before it even happens, then it doesn't exist. And we have to move forward and stand strong. Liars and thieves will have to go sit down. Because the internet is going to shut.
Last night from my sister that our local Ruby Tuesdays was 35 minutes away has been shut down.
Well, so the internet is going to lock up.
It's going to hit bigger stores as well.
The internet's going to lock up. And when they shut down and they don't allow people to come on YouTube like we are now, we'll be honored to be here. And when others will get, they're going to do it. And they're going to take the money. They're going to crash certain things. People are going to lose everything. Tens of thousands will fall. And they're not going to know what to do. And I built and created my own community so that we're asking questions. We're not just going with the flow. We're making sure that we know how to survive if we don't have internet, if someone can make a fire, if they're able to build a house. If you gather these people, we all become more powerful than the government. And yet people are so worried about being the same and not acknowledging that the difference is what we need to survive.
Correct. Amen. Like I could not have said it better. Go ahead,
if the world was to shut the internet down, power, all that stuff, I would know how to survive. I was born and raised knowing how to survive off the land, how to build a shelter if I need to, how to take care of myself if I need to go hide deep in the woods. So, but
is this a paradigm shift? Is this a paradigm shift in your eyes, everybody?
Yeah.
Is that what you're all thinking?
I believe it. I believe that it is time to do what they've done for years, for centuries. I mean, we can go back all the way to the 1900s. There are too many people. They cannot feed them. They don't want to take care of the ones that are on World Star. And so yet they are making a way so that they can eliminate what they need to continue their survival. We are pawns. It is a game of Monopoly. The banker always cheats. And yet we are all playing the game to pass, go, and collect $200. And you're happy with that $200 and you're dancing around like a monkey because you didn't know how to earn it yourself. If you own your own land, if you own your own items, then you'll learn how to barter and trade. You'll learn how to sell, and you'll learn how to share and care and stop being basically an idiot, because idiots do not rule. They're not who we want them to be. If you ever come across an idiot, you're literally telling them what to do. I'm asking you, do you have a mother? Do you have a father? What's wrong with you? And yet and still, I have to train you to be a certain way in a community that I don't even want to be in. I'd rather create my own community where we stand up for our rights, where we have our own say, and we don't allow people in. You're not allowed in just because you're human, and you're not allowed in just because you were born on a certain day. Everybody has a birth date, okay? Everybody has a social or whatever it's called. But at the end of the day, you were born on a certain day for a certain reason. You should be trying to find out your reason to be here rather than making it hard for other people to live. Because if you're trying to make it hard for me to live, then I'm going to have to get rid of you. You're taking up oxygen. You're taking up space. And so the big old people up top, let's not give them a round of applause, but they are making sure that they get rid of certain people. So if you don't bring something to the table, if you don't even have a table to bring something to, you're going to get eliminated, because the internet world consists of what you can say, what they can control. Why do you think they want to go there? That way they can control what we say and how we say it. If we learn how to speak a different way and talk to each other a different way and use kind words, that's not getting X'd out on YouTube. They don't understand. Right. The robots are growing crazy when we're working together. They don't know. They want you to fight. Because then
a lot of people that, you know, think, oh, they're better than everybody else. They don't know. They don't even know what a hard day's work is. And they're, you know, they've never done a hard day's work, you know, to earn their way. You know, me, I know what it is to get my hands dirty just to earn money. You know, go work in pulling cabbage plants in a field when you're like 10, 15 years old, you know, just to earn some summertime money.
Sweeping, raking, shoveling, doing something to help somebody. I helped this old man put some groceries in his car the other day. He almost cried.
10, 15 chicken houses.
Yeah. But see, I don't judge people by the way they were raised. I'm not judging because I am no one to judge. My thing is that I want to live in a safe environment. I want to be who I want to be. I'm not asking anyone to change who they are. So if I don't like how you are, then I'm going to go walk away and I'm going to go find someone else who talks the same way I talk. I'm not going to indulge in arguing, because Jesus got angry and ripped up the temple. And Father said, be angry and be done with it. So there's no way that I'm going to be angry more than enough time to deal with the situation. If someone lies to me, I'm going to address it then. If someone hurts my feelings, I'm going to address it then. If someone makes me feel wonderful, I'm going to address it then. So if I've become that person and others haven't, then that's what you do to other people. You give them enough strength and confidence that they can be themselves and speak what they want and not feel like they're racist or that they're telling someone wrong. When again, if you're being told wrong, 9 times out of 10, it's helping you to do better.
Right. Like you say, you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your past.
You should, but some don't, because they want to do this. And I'll give it as a metaphoric example. Someone who touches the stove, let's do it. An adult will touch the stove and say, oh my gosh, that's hot. I will never do that again. Or they'll touch the stove and be like, you know what? Next time I'll wear the glove. And they'll keep doing it until they figure out next time wear the glove. But a child will wait for you to give the command. And then they make the choice. So it depends on the person who gave out the control, the command. If I tell that child, do not touch that stove, it will burn you to death. I bet you that child won't touch it. But if you say, hey,
I was told that and I still did it anyway.
Well, look at that.
I have a lifetime scar to remind me, never do it again.
There we go. And that's the lesson. So some people take it harder than others, darling.
Lord Gaelic, let me get in here real quick, folks. This is great. I have an interesting question to ask you, folks. I'd like to go around the panel. We'll start off with Lord Gaelic, if he's open to this discussion, or the rest of you are. From what I've seen, this shift of the internet has changed everything, including modern day relationships, marriages, the birth rate. The birth rate's declining globally. And I've said this in the past that at some point down the road, it won't be in our lifetime, if this continues to happen, we're going to go extinct like dinosaurs, the human race. Do you feel, and I'm hearing that the government may have to, create some stimulus to give people benefits to get married again, because people are just not getting married. The divorce rate is higher than ever, 50 or 60%. The birth rate is low. What are your thoughts about that, Lord Gaelic? And let's go around the panel because that's an interesting question. Now, what I'm going to do while you guys answer that, I'm going to step away and get a little bit more coffee and use the restroom. I'll put you guys full screen and go one by one, and I'll be back in the few. All right?
Well, I mean, I know there's programs out there for single mothers that I don't necessarily agree with because it's like they're almost making it beneficial to be a single mother with no father raising a kid. I don't agree with that shit. Some need help, yeah,
I
but
see that here in my town.
It encourages that shit. No, I don't agree with that.
Right.
There, you know, the whole getting married again thing. Yeah, I don't see that in my future. I've been down that path. I vow I'm not going down that path again. But I'm like Lord Gaelic. I see there are a lot of programs out there that they're strictly just for single mothers. What about the single fathers out here that are raising their children?
Right.
You know, the mother is the one that's the deadbeat. You know, they don't get crap. You know, why is it always focused that, you know, for single mothers or the mother. When I see a lot of families here in my town, it's the father that's taking care of them children because the mother's are nothing but a drug addict. Believe me, there's a high drug rate in my town.
Right.
Opioids are bad in my town right now.
Wow.
It's like every other night there's an overdose. I mean, they don't. I mean, we've only lost maybe 3, 4 to the overdose this year. But Somerset County wide, there's a high overdose rate.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
The low income, and I'm not downing the low income housing because I had to live there twice. You know, till me and my mom, you know, till we got back on our feet. You know, and thank God. I mean, we had that. Then we had friends that let us stay with them until we found where we're at now. But it's bad because the day we moved out of our apartment to go stay with a friend till we got this place because it was getting bad over there. 2 days later, there's a meth house found 2 doors down from our apartment. If that had blown up in the middle of the night, there's a possibility I wouldn't have even got out alive.
Oh my.
It was that bad. You know, but and Eli's right. The whole, you know, relationship and dynamic and everything, you know, the online dating is okay, but some people get to the extreme and, you know, they play each other. Believe me, I have been through that. There was a whole, I can't remember if that was on my live stream or Eli did it on his. Believe me, I dished out a whole bunch about that. But yeah, I mean, I was raised back, you know, I was born in 78. So the internet really, you know, was just starting to really come about, you know, as I was, you know, learning, you know. So I've known how to disconnect myself from social media or the television and all that and go be a real person, go take a hike or, you know, go fishing or whatever. Nowadays, everybody's attached to these or to their laptops or tablets or got to watch this TV show, can't miss that TV show. Well, I got to admit, I can't miss My Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful, but, you know. But I'm an OG soap opera fan, so. But yeah, I mean, and that's how my sister raised her kids, you know, to be able to know what it is to go out and work. My niece is 19 years old right now. When she was about 7, 8, she set a goal in her life that she wanted to be a firefighter and an EMT. By the time she was 17, she was fire cadet. She did about a month after she turned 18, she was voted in as a full-fledged firefighter.
Wow, that's amazing. I love firefighters.
just finished. She became EMT state and national. She is just a few months ago came off her 1-year probation and now is a full-time EMT for our town. You know, it drives ambulance. My baby niece, who's now 16, wants to be a school teacher. And my nephew, who's 15, wants to be a carpenter. I mean, this boy, from the time he was 6 years old, and he's 15 now, he's been hustling jobs around town. He's already got people, because he's been taking carpentry. He's been working on building walls, you know, to learn how to build cement walls. He's already got people saying that they already have jobs for him this summer to build them this or build them that. And that boy, let's just say he's got bank hidden in his room. That boy's got a couple $1,000 already. Right. He won't tell nobody but mommy and daddy where it is because he don't want sister to know of it. But you know,
we don't need to know where it is.
You know, when they were growing up, and I used to babysit them, or you know, my mom. They got about an hour, 2 hours on the computer or to watch TV. And after that, they had to go outside and play, or you know, we do some kind of art and craft with them or whatever. You know, but kids today, a lot of kids today, parents just sit them down in front of a computer, in front of a television, give them I see 4 and 5-year-olds walking around the grocery store with iPhones.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 26, 27. And that was right. Wait a minute. Yeah. That was right after I got married to my, well, now deceased ex, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, come and talk to me, darling. We'll talk about it on my show, darling.
Oh, I have a tendency to dish that stuff on my channel.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there.
I will spill the tea on my own channel.
You definitely can spill the tea.
Oh,
well, take a breath. Let's have Lord talk to us. Let's take a breath then. Let's see what he's doing. I don't know. Well, like, what did you eat for dinner?
What did I eat for dinner? Oh, I've fried chicken. The kids wanted fried chicken, so that's what I made for dinner. So,
I had that the other night. We had ham, piece of ham sliced, spinach, and mashed potatoes. Mom. So yeah, see, that's another thing. People say, you know, they're like, "Oh, you still live at home, right?" I'm like, "Well, I lost my dad when I was, just turned 17."
Okay.
95. I graduated in 96. So yeah, I was just about 17. You know, so it's just been me, my mom, my sister for 20 some years.
Right.
You know, I have family that lives West Ocean City, you know, Shao, Bishopville, all up in that area. Both sides, my dad's side, my mom's side. I have family in Selbyville, Delaware, you know, family in Virginia. You know when I see them? When somebody in the family dies.
Normally how it goes.
My uncle that died 9 years ago. That was the last time I'd seen my dad's side of the family. Now, my mom's side of the family, there is one that lives in town, but he's dead to the family because of something he did. That he, you know.
Yeah, girl. Family secrets, girl.
Let's just say that 19-year-old niece of mine I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that was by her own great uncle. Yeah, you get where I'm going with that one.
Girl, messy girl. Cheese and crackers.
That's okay, because God don't like ugly.
And don't like pretty either, so don't be boastful.
And neither does grandfather. And
God is not biased.
Comes from my Native American side. That comes from my Native American
biased.
side.
Welcome back.
Hey, do you agree that God? Do you agree that God's not biased?
No, he's not.
Not at
all. Sorry, go ahead.
That's how I was raised. I have family that's iconic Indian, and Well, there's step family, but we believe it's Cherokee in our family. And in Native American culture, we don't call him God. We call him grandfather.
Yeah.
It's the same person, but
right. He has different names.
He's still not biased, He
has thousands of names, darling. He is I am. He's the
Omega,
beginning.
the Alpha, Omega.
So here, I'll answer the grand question. What's before God? There's nothing before the start. Nope. If you think of start, there's nothing before start. So therefore, there's nothing before him because he is I am.
Yep. Boom. And he's the only one that knows the day, the day we come into this world and the day we leave this world and how it's going to happen. We can't predict that ourselves. People think they can predict their own death. No.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Only one that knows that. Real quick. Where's RJ, the blind preacher, when we need him to sing a song? We are here to praise the Lord. Oh, RJ, we could certainly use you right now, man. but
I want to stop everybody. I want to stop everybody. I want to stop everybody. I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you, girl. JB Gunner is in the building, girl. I'm gonna need to stop you, girl.
JB Gunner, JB Gunner,
you are feeling a lot.
JB Gunner, you want to come on, JB Gunner? JB Gunner,
boom, bow to the king, girl. Bow to the king.
JB Gunner, you want to pop on for a second? I'll send you the link to your email.
Don't put your head up, girl. Don't put your head up. You gotta stay valley.
A lot better because I know what it is to have strep throat. I've had it a long time, a couple times.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so excited, but I get really excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
The Pointer Sisters, right? The Pointer Sisters, right, sister?
Yes, darling, yes.
I love the Pointer Sisters.
I do too. Whenever you're feeling down, I want you guys to play the music that you played when you were 15. And that way, if you're feeling down and you're not really sure, because these days get crazy, not everyone's the same.
When I was 15, I weren't like a lot of the, into those boy bands and stuff. Me, it was old school country.
I love Kenny Rogers. I love some Gambler, honey. You gotta know when to hold them.
Senior,
know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run.
I love
you. Never count your money.
Sitting at the table.
I loved him in the movie Six Pack.
There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
When the deal is done, brother.
That's right, sister.
I mean, I go back into the 50s and 60s with country. Come on, I was born and raised on country. I mean, yeah, I like other music.
All right, well, I got one for you, Mutt Nut.
I don't like jazz or blues, though.
All right, well, I got one for you. It's from the 80s, okay? Here we go. Are you ready? Stay focused here. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Sing with me now. No. Okay, do you want to guess, girl? Go ahead, guess, because I know Eli's ready.
I've heard that song a million times and I cannot remember it.
Go ahead, Eli. Tell her who it is.
He's Twisted Googling Sister.
It. Twisted Sister in the house.
Right.
But I've heard that song a million times.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
I know a lot of songs.
No,
but I don't.
We're not gonna take it anymore.
Sing with me now.
I know a lot of songs. It's just like
Amen,
every
sister.
time he sings Eminem, I have to go watch 8 Mile.
I know. He did it the other day. It was amazing. I wanted to sing with them, but I needed him to sing Ice, Ice Baby. Ice Baby.
Oh, that was my jam back in the day.
Oh my gosh, that was my jam. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care.
Mr. Wondering Haggis, thank you for saying I look like I'm 21. But you might want to add What?
Well, we don't do math around here well, okay? Because I'm going to need you to know that she is not 21. Yeah. She's 25, okay? She's 25. She's fabulous. She's dating online. Hit her on book.
I wish I was 25. I would change a few. I would go back and change a few things.
Girl, you could be whatever you want to be. Girl.
I shouldn't have went down.
Girl, we're on the internet, girl. You could be 25, girl. You could be 117 pounds, girl. You could have a martini in your hand, girl, with a black card, girl. You can live in a mansion, girl. We can drive in Maseratis.
I've had people come in my live stream and ask me if I'm 17.
Well, I would have been like, what do you want to do with a 17-year-old, you little dirty bastard?
My first thing was, are you freaking blind?
No, I would have been like, thank you. That's a compliment.
I could probably push my late 30s, maybe early 30s. But
here, Eli, let's turn her into 17.
I look like I'm 17.
Eli, we're going to turn her into 17. So what are you doing, girl? What are you doing at like 17? Are you like hanging out? Are you like going out? You're supposed to be in the house.
Most of when I was 17, just because of some tragedies I went through.
Well, that is for another day because we're happy, joy, and I totally understand.
Mr. Haggis, I was actually born January 25th, 1978. So I just recently turned 43.
Hail to the queen right here, January 16th, honey. Yes, honey, 43 looking good here, honey. I got my wig on, girl. Cost me $200, girl. I can't be showing my real face.
Mom chopped my hair short, and I dyed it amethyst chrome.
Well, you a redneck. You allowed to, show yourself. You probably out there shooting guns and got the chickens.
I wish I could. Even though I'm out of city limits, I'm still too close to city limits to be able to do all that stuff.
Plus, somebody tries to look for me on the internet, I'm calling the police. If you try to stalk me on the internet, I'm calling the police. I'm filing a report.
Popo? Is that the Popo?
It's called.
Nah, we'll just meet up in Ocean City and go to Dolly's and Fisher's and, get some thrashers.
It's called the law, darling. The law. The law is on my side, darling. I don't know anything else but the law.
Yeah, we'll go. I have an aunt that cleans the Sheraton Blue and Carousel, so I could probably get a cheap room.
Well, listen, I'm going to come visit you. And when I come visit you, what redneck thing are we going to do? I just need to know.
Oh, I just want my vacation to the beach.
I will go with you. And we will wear bikinis, okay? We're going to wear the littlest bikini we can find. I got you, girl.
It's not going to happen. My June vacation is not going to happen because my event got canceled.
Well, I'll be fiddlesticks and a rumpletumpstiltskin.
Well, convention centers are not back to full capacity in Maryland yet. So the Maryland State Fire Convention, which draws thousands of people into Ocean City.
Right.
Yeah, there's really no social distancing for that.
I have a question.
I have
a question I'd like to ask JP and the rest of the panel. Will be interested in it. I know Lord Gaelic, and I'm sure Lord Gaelic feels the same way as I do. And respectfully, JP, because you sound like a modern woman with a lot of old school, traditional values, traditional conservative values, which I do respect. Do you feel, JP, that in this modern day and age, and I say this with respect, in this modern day and age of feminism and radical feminism, that some women have taken it a bit too far, which is what I think Lord Gaelic was kind of referring to politely earlier. And do you feel that's affecting, modern day relationships and marriages? Because it seems like a lot of women want to fill the role of a man, and they exude more masculine energy at times than feminine energy. Then they expect guys to be attracted to that. Nothing wrong with women being empowered and doing the same things that once only men were able to do, having equal rights and all that. But when it comes to a relationship, I'm just not attracted to a woman that's trying to act like she's carrying a male body part when she's not. Does that make sense to you? Or
definitely,
like I said earlier, you got
That makes a lot of sense.
It's there's nothing wrong with saying that, you want the same rights as a man, you want the same respect, you want to make as much. But just like with the Autistic Avenger, that's great until shit doesn't go your way. Then you want to throw in but I'm a woman. Well, bitch, you wasn't a woman when you was complaining about getting the same pay and getting the same respect. But now that it's time to
they play both sides of the fence, which is what you're saying, Lord Gaelic. They're saying when it's good for them to be a woman, but I'm a woman, you attacked me, but then you wanted to wear the pants, so that's why you got attacked. You can't have it both ways, right?
Exactly.
Right. My dad always said, if you can't play with the big boys, don't put your hat in the ring.
So it was a great question. I thank you for asking me.
Sure.
The reason that I like the question so much is because when I came to my mentor, JB Gunner, he actually stated this on his show. He gets very angry when women try to play his position. I am a very outspoken woman, and I do have a lot of charisma, I would say. So when I was a conservative woman, I had some issues with men that were not doing their job. I had to learn to take care of myself and my children and produce my own income. I learned that through JB, he explained that an alpha male will take care of his responsibilities. It is not our responsibility to take care of his responsibility, but yet take care of the alpha male. So women, and I'm sorry if I make anyone upset, but it's my opinion for what I've learned from my mentor, is that we need to stay in our place. And we don't know our place because we weren't trained for the place. So he gave me my place, and I've learned to respect him. And also I've learned to date in a better respective manner. So he said, if you're picking up trash, then you're going to have to deal with it and take it out. But if you're picking up gentlemen who can definitely do something and bring something to the table, then you're to respect that man as a king. And so I definitely agree that women should not be paid equally. I definitely don't think we can do the job that men can do. I think we bring a Southern comfort Lady Bell situation where you should comfort the man, make him feel like he's good enough to do what he has to do, and don't question what he's doing. Don't talk about his money. Don't look into his money. Don't ask about
everything.
Go ahead, Gaelic. Go ahead, Lord Gaelic.
You just set women back about 200 years with that dumbass statement. Wait a minute. You can have whatever fucking opinion you want. I don't give a fuck if you make as much as me. I don't give a fuck you make more than me. You're not gonna stop me from being me. But you listen to motherfucker tell you this shit. Basically, you was almost on the path of saying, and if he want to punch you in the face, take it, girl, because that's your plate.
No,
everything you just said was going to lead to.
That's your opinion.
Let him cheat. Long as you come home. They got to be dumb as shit, though. Wow.
No, that's your opinion, and you're allowed to state that. But that's not where I was going with it, because, again, a man should never hit a woman. And if a woman stays around for that, then she needs to check herself. If you throw your hands at a man, then you better be ready for whatever he's going to do to you. So that's my opinion. I don't believe that we should put our... Go ahead.
Okay, but based on the bullshit you just said, like, I'm listening to everything. I'm laughing my ass over the back of my head. You saying this dumb shit. It's like you should know your place. Your place, whatever the fuck you want to be. I ain't gonna tell you, bitch, get in there, clean up.
My place is not to do your job. So that's what I'm stating. A woman's place is not to do a man's job.
That's fine. But the shit you were saying, like, that's subservient shit. If I got a woman I can boss around, why the fuck am I here?
Well, it's not bossing. It's called submitting. And so, again, our mentor taught us that women are to submit to men. And then, again, you will get the blessing from the man. You don't control him. You don't run his house. So you don't walk around the house accepting him to be in some one little room while you got the whole house painted in pink. You should work together. And again, if he decides something, then...
They just yourself by saying work together. You said saying that you should be submissive. There are different types of being submissive. Sometimes yes, sometimes y'all be look, shut the fuck up. I get it. Same thing with dudes. Sometimes we need to get told to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Now, I know that sometimes I can be a little extra. I can go a little weird. I live in the left field. I live in the fucking abyss. I need to be like, hold on, wait, hold up. Don't do that. Hold up now. Hold fuck up. You might not want to do that. But
it's your opinion.
You describing would do. You just shut the fuck up and let me be me. No. If you ain't there standing right there, if you ain't my damn equal, then fuck it. You're not finna run over me, but at the same time, you're not finna let me run over you either.
Exactly.
So everything you just said is complete bullshit. You just set women back 100 years shit fucking last week.
It's your opinion because again, you're only hearing it one-sided. I'm not saying that us women are set back anything. I have my own things. I control my own surrounding. I definitely have enough money that I don't need a man. I would like company. I would like his company. And I would like to know that if I'm with a man, he knows that I will respect him and I will do what's asked. If he can't do what I ask and he can't respect me, then we won't be together. Okay, but again, you just contradicted yourself because of the bullshit that you let somebody put in your head. Being submissive, okay, cool. All right, cool. But the shit you just said was like, well, again, your opinion, because you're only listening to it one-sided. I said what I said because, again, I believe that women should not be in a man's business. True. She should not stand in his way. True. And she should not think that she is him. She should be a lady and know her place. Okay. But assuming you didn't go into detail with that shit earlier, I would agree. And just as you keep cussing, I refuse to use any curse words because when I speak to you as a gentleman, I will never curse at you. I can't help it. I can't. That's just how I express myself. I say motherfucker shit. Bitch. It's a Maryland thing to me. And so I allow that. And so I allow that. And I don't take it personally because that's who you are. And if I allow you to be you, then again, you are expressing yourself and you have that right. And I have the right to express my opinion. So thank you, though, Lord, because your opinion matters.
Can I jump in? May I jump in here for a second, please?
Your thought process about being submissive. There's this. Yes. That was some 1950s. Bitch, where my bacon? No. Wait a minute.
This is what submissive looks like, darling. I could have argued and I could have done messy things, but I submitted to the gentleman. Okay, so that's an example of what I was talking about.
I'm not no gentleman.
Well, hold on.
The only gentleman up here is Eli.
Can I jump in here real quick? Hold on a second.
Go ahead, Eli.
I hold on. When this is a very touchy subject, and this is another paradigm shift that's been happening over the last 50, 60, 70 years, like Lord Gaelic is saying. Let me say this. I understand all sides of the panel here. I understand your side, JP. I understand Lord Gaelic's. I'm going to share my opinion right now because I get both sides. Let me tell you the type of woman I respect. Okay? Look, I respect a woman that has traditional values at heart. But let's face it, in this modern world, it's not the same. It's not the Leave It to Beaver, Ward and June Cleaver days, right? And so I think that to a certain extent, I understand how respectful you're being, JP, and I respect you for that. But let me take my ex-girlfriend, Dana, for example. She was a modern-day woman that was submissive when it was time for her to be submissive, and when she needed to put on a little bit more of the edge, she would do it. Let me tell you something. I'm a fucking handful. I'm pardon my French. I'm a handful. And I needed to be put in my place sometimes, too, because I have that raw masculinity that Lord Gaelic has and JB Gunner has, right? So there are times where I need her to step up and cool me down because I got a lot of testosterone, right? Now, there are other times where if she's out of line and being ridiculous, right, or was ridiculous when I was seeing her, I'd say, babe, you're being ridiculous. Well, why? Because, you're complaining over nothing. Listen, let's go do a nice hike. Let's go to dinner, and then let's go and make loving all night long. Does that sound better than you whining and complaining? She's like, Okay, yeah, babe, I just needed you to bring me back down to earth. Okay, you see, that's respectful, right?
I wish it's how my last ex was, but we know how that went.
Right. I get that. But what I'm saying is this. I respect the modern day woman. I think Lord Gaelic is saying that too. It's just women are not as subservient today, for the most part, as you say, Jenna. Like, I respect you for the way you are. I humbly respect you, right? But most women are not like that. And most women are actually the complete opposite, which is why you have women nowadays in their mid to late 30s and early 40s that are very attractive women, hot women that have a career. They're single, never been married, and no kids. And I wouldn't even message them on Match.com. You know why? Because if they're hot and single in their early 40s and they've got a great career and everything going for them, why are they single? There's a reason for that. It's because they're trying to wear the pants. They're trying to control everything. And when a real man comes in and shows them real masculinity, they feel like they're being attacked because they've been raised in an environment where women are like wearing the pants nowadays, right? That's what happens, right? So I stay away from those women, not because I don't respect the fact that they made something out of themselves. I'm not attracted to a woman that feels the need that she wants to kick my ass. Right. I want a sweet woman that I can protect. Right.
JB wants you to send him the link. He said, "Could you send him the link, Eli?"
Yes.
JB. Yes. Could you send him the link?
Overly bossy. That's just as much of a turnoff.
See how I took control, Mutt? I took control for the king, girl.
But a lot of women do that. They'll say
JB
how much money
Hangouts.
they make. How much? That don't mean shit. It
Lord,
don't matter
like,
how much money you make. I actually had a lot of women think that because they had a degree or because they got this job and they make a certain amount of money that it makes them equal to or better than somebody. No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the woman was to sit at home and do nothing to be a housewife. That's just as big of a turnoff.
She needs to bring something to the table.
Yep.
I actually had an ex that when I went into the relationship, I told him, your money's your money. But he was the type that when we first got together, everything was fine. We'd go everywhere together. Then it got to a point where all he wanted me to do was stay at the house, clean the house, all that stuff, which I didn't mind. But I'm not sure, what is it? Cook, chief, and bottle maker, as my parents used to say, but let's just put it this way. I think he got to a point, he became a little whiny, bitchy female dog. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's unattractive. That's feminine energy. That's a man behaving more feminine than masculine, right? And it forces It forces you to act.
We had a whole live stream about that. Remember, Eli?
It forces. Listen, when a man is behaving more feminine than masculine, when a man's behaving more feminine than masculine, it forces a woman to behave more masculine than feminine to offset that. The polarity, the sexual polarity is off, right?
Exactly.
So that's the
problem. If she gotta jiggle her balls because he ain't got no balls, that's some shit.
That's some shit, bro.
If you can't be equal, or at least I'd say 45-50% in a relationship, my ass is hitting the highway. You're goodbye. I don't need you. If you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I've been on both ends of that kind of relationship. I've been in a controlling relationship where I was told what to do, and then I've been in a relationship where it's like I had to tell them what to do. It's like they wanted to act like a little 2-year-old. It was like training a toddler. So, so I'm at the point. Yeah, I'm reining myself back from the online dating, finding somebody right now kind of thing.
Right.
JB Gunner's in the house.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, JB.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound tired, JB.
Yeah,
sounds like your throat's swollen again.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is. All right, I just want to comment on something real quick. And let's see if I can do this without being called a racist. I think it's a cultural issue. I think it's definitely a cultural issue when it comes to dominance and submissiveness. Let me explain to you what I mean. With black women, in the black community, it's a matriarchy. It's not a patriarchy whatsoever. The leaders of that community have always been the women. And so...
Not in my family.
No, there's exceptions to every rule. So your family may be that exception. But if you look around and you see things such as incarceration numbers, you see things for what they are, how many times, let me ask you this. How many people do you know of that ain't got shit, but are living off abroad, that's in the projects or in Go
ahead. Did we come up here to talk about women and male and women dynamic, or did you come up here to throw shade at black folks? Let me know that shit before you keep going.
That's not throwing shade.
I'm gonna do both.
I'm asking. I'm just asking the guy. Right. Go ahead.
No problem. But the problem is that when you look at the way other cultures do it, and we're talking about dominance and submissiveness, it's why it sounds so foreign. Because in certain cultures, in the black culture, the idea of a boss bitch is acceptable. That's actually acceptable. The idea, when
I was told that I was a submissive woman, I was told I was wrong, but I definitely submitted to the incident that just took place here. And I think everybody still was able to speak their voice. So I was never taught to be submissive in my African-American world.
To hear a man sit and say, sometimes a man needs to be told to shut the fuck up from a female is beyond insanity.
No, sometimes, and then we go too far. Sometimes we got our lady say, hey, hold on, maybe you shouldn't do that. Or hold on, try that a different way.
I agree with Lord Gaelic on that.
I agree with that. That's completely different than shut the fuck up, though.
Right. There's a way to say it. JB's saying, say it respectfully. Don't attack us on it. Be cool about it. In the same way as a woman wouldn't want us to attack her because she's emotional. You got to be playful with a. Well, hold on a second. Let me get in here. And with a woman, you got to almost like laugh at the fact that she's getting emotional for no reason, because sometimes that happens as part of their natural biology. So you say, babe, you're being ridiculous. Let's just go to dinner. Let's go on a hike. Let's make love, screw, whatever, right? And all they want you to do is show them your strength in a mature way. They want to feel your strength, that you're there for them to offset the, no disrespect, the emotional weakness, right?
But I'm also
who wants to be with a weak person on either side?
Well,
right, I agree.
I definitely don't want to be with strength. Strength is my role. I want the woman to do what her mouth needs to do and go in there and make a sandwich. I don't need her. Do you like how I censored that for your show, Eli? That's what I want, though.
That brings back old times, JB.
Yeah. Metaphoric mud.
What the hell?
Metaphoric mud.
If I, as a man, have all the strength I'm required to have, what the hell I need a bitch to have some strength for? I don't. My bills are paid. My everything that I'm supposed to be doing as a man is done. I need somebody to fold my drawers. That's what the fuck I need.
I don't even fold my own clothes. I ain't folding nobody's clothes.
Well, I'm just saying though, but I'm just saying. Then what? Well, then I would ask you.
I just wash my clothes and throw them in a bucket and bin in my room. So,
are you single or are you in a relationship, Mutt?
That's something I really don't want to talk about right now.
Well, the reason I asked that is because everybody has to ask what it is they bring to the table. And
it's just something I don't want to talk about. I'm kind of single right now, but there's a reason why I just don't want to talk about it.
The table. Well, bring it to the table.
The point that
go ahead, JB. Go ahead.
Is that somebody has to realize what they are bringing to the table and what they need brought to the table. If I already have something shit, like I don't want a bitch with a job. I already make 6 figures. I don't need you to have a job. Your job is to do what the fuck I tell you to do. And so, like, I don't understand why anyone would want anything other than that. Like, what are they bringing to the table? Do you believe women have some sort of insight that we don't have? Some sort of leadership ability that we don't have?
No.
That's kind of my point. But to be fair, the reason I brought up that it's different cultures was not to bash anyone. It's to say people learn differently. people come like, to me, the woman should not be the loudest person in the house or the biggest, size-wise. So, like, I'm just saying. So, is that shade? Probably. They shouldn't weigh 190 pounds on average. And they do. Google it. And it's perfectly acceptable in that community.
What the fuck does that have to do with?
You
gotta sit there and not have a job. I don't give a fuck if you got a job or not. I would prefer to have a job, but not now. I'm like, if I'm working, you gotta be working. Fuck that. Even though I don't need you, you gotta be working too.
I understand that.
I don't give a damn if you got a fucking hot dog stand.
I understand.
As long as you are contributing in some way, not just with mouth and pussy. Right. Of course, they bring goddamn pussy to the table, but even that ain't enough. If I'm working, you gotta work. You for a woman who don't have a job, cool. That's your preference. Me, you gotta have contribute to something. When I come home tired from work all day,
wait, girl, wait. Men are talking.
Well, I understand that theory. Here's my point. Is that when you give them that?
Wait, he's talking. He's talking.
Let me finish this though. When you give them that, then they quickly come back with, well, I work too, so you're going to help me with this stuff around the house? Hell no, bitch, this is your job. So I don't mind if they work. My point is I would rather them not work because I'm not helping around the house. My job
Everyone
is to go.
Don't think that, though. Everyone don't think, okay, well, I'm working, so you need to, it's your turn to do the dishes.
Right.
If that.
Right, I'm with you. No,
I'm like, don't just like I'm not for to tell you. I shouldn't have to tell somebody what their role is. Just like nobody gonna tell me what the fuck my role is.
Right. Well, Lord, if you ever was with me, Lord, you would never wash a dish ever again, and you would never clean. I would massage you. I would rub you down. I would feed you, darling. I would stuff that dishwasher.
See,
and I'll make sure I rub your feet.
The way I was raised, it's 50-50 in a relationship. That's just how I was raised.
That's how I see it nowadays. I understand where
I can't bring no 50, girl. I don't know, girl.
I'm not talking like
you got a lot of women. This is the problem that a lot of them have.
You know, like doing stuff around the house.
Right, but a lot of women they will say when you ask a woman what she brings or ask anybody what she brings to the table. So the first thing women say, "Oh, I got a good job." We don't care what type of fucking job you got. That don't impress us.
I'm a broke ass
bitch. Your money don't impress us. Again, it's like if I come home and I'm goddamn tired, pull up, okay, somebody didn't get a sandwich. I agree with you on that shit.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like I don't want you sitting around the house all day. If I come home and I smell bleach, I don't eat bleach. My sandwich would be nice. But if I come home and complain like, man, this motherfucker at work, blah, blah, blah,
I love more Gaelic.
They go, yeah,
that didn't sound right.
I'm just saying, if I'm bitching about something,
I'm a poor broke ass.
You need to have a story too.
The only thing I bring to the table is I can fucking cook.
All right, now you better do it. You better do it hard.
Can I get? Let me get in here. Let me get in here real quick. Sorry, JB. This is the first time you've ever been on a panel with Lord Gaelic. You remember Lord Gaelic?
You're talking about that autistic Avenger. That's the first time me and JB talked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think we did. He ended up.
I thought you had that memory. We agreed that Angel was just throwing a retard.
Oh, don't get me started on him. Oh, Lord, don't get me started on him.
That's how you talk about that motherfucker.
He throws out that retard excuse every time he fuck up. So,
exactly. But again, just like
accidentally saying the R word. And he
retard. Get over it. I said retard. Okay, fine. Retard.
I called it to myself. I called myself that. It weren't like I was calling
what you call it.
It was on my own stream.
It's not what you call, baby. It's what you answer to. So if retard tickle your fancy, then you be the best retard you can be.
I used to call myself that.
You're a beautiful retard, girl. Look at those lips, girl.
But you know,
I got it. Oh, hold on. I gotta say this is definitely going to be moving over to a grip on life too once it's over. I'm just telling you that this is not staying here. Go ahead. Subscribe to Grip on Life too if you want to watch the replay.
Okay, if you're retarded, shouldn't you be licking the computer screen or some shit? We actually having a decent, relevant combo, like lick screen and go power through or some shit. Here
I got one.
Just like with the whole retard thing that you're not really retarded.
Mike, you gotta swing it. You gotta swing it like this and go,
No, I can't. We actually have a guy around town that actually walks around doing that.
Always derail
it's because he was messed up in the war. So that I can't. I can't do that whole thing.
No, you know what?
That's Kevin Hart. That's Kevin Hart. And from Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he goes around. Yeah, he actually. He thinks he's Kevin Hart.
Hey,
but he got messed up in the war.
There was something I actually stole from Gaelic a long time ago, and it was his perspective on cyberbullying. I agree with him 120%. That if you can turn this motherfucker off,
there is no such thing as cyberbullying.
And so agree with him.
That's why they make the X in the corner.
A bully is somebody who corners you.
Power button.
Retard, say what? Again, a bully is somebody who corners you. You can't get away from them. You can't do shit about it. You terrorize there. So somebody blows their head off because they're bullied online. First of all, that's a weak motherfucker, number one. Number two, there's no such thing as fucking cyberbullying when you got a goddamn off button.
What?
And if you look at it, Lord Gaelic, too, if you do the research, most people who say that they're going to commit suicide or whatever, they don't say it. They just do it.
What's that got to do with cyberbullying being as real as a leopard?
Because they say that a lot of cyberbullying leads to suicide.
It does.
Some people.
That's bullshit. First of all, that is bull. There's no such thing as cyberbullying. No such thing.
Some people staying in the trenches longer than they should leads to suicide. Here's the thing.
Harassment is not true. This is the problem. This is what's called cyber. This is the real definition of cyberbullying, even though it don't exist. Like I said earlier, you got people who come online and they become an over-exaggerated version of who they really are. You can come on this bitch and be whoever the fuck you want to be. The problem is when somebody comes in and shatters that whole reality, then that person want to say they're being cyberbullied. No, they're letting you know that you still ain't shit, even though you logged on to this bitch. That's what cyberbullying is. You destroying their fantasy. Say that. Other than you being cyberbullied, because no, that's not the goddamn definition. No.
Well, and I agree with that because a lot of people they can't be social in real life, so they come here.
Exactly.
They try to be, and then they realize, oh shit, this is just like real life, or it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And it does burst a little bubble for them.
Right.
And in the real world, why you online?
We understand that, but not to say, oh, you're being bullied and anti-bullying. That shit does not exist outside the school or the playground or at home. If it's somewhere where you got to get on the internet, you're not being bullied. You're just getting told that, look, we know you. This is the real you. And the real you does lick window. Whatever the fuck it is, like you don't do on this bitch.
You got an option. If Gaelic starts cussing me out right now, I got an option. I can either confront it or get the fuck out of Dodge.
Exactly.
If I
like I said, that's what they make the X button or the leave studio button or the just turn your computer off button for it.
Or they make a video about you. I'm gonna flag these nuts. Right. You still lame. Don't go look at the goddamn video.
Right.
Don't make one about them. Or the almighty block button. If you're choosing, that's just like if you take it literally, that's just like you going to school and it's like if George McFly went up to Biff, smacked Biff in the back of the head like, Biff.
Hey, real quick, folks. Real quick, if I get in here real quick, and I have to use the restroom real quick. I got to go really bad, but I want to start wrapping this up soon too because we're almost at 3 hours. We're at 2 hours and 38 minutes. I want to go around and
4 o'clock in the morning here.
I want to go around. I want to go around and do final thoughts. Real quick. Hold on a second here. Thank you again, Janet, for the $2 cool super sticker. Thank you again for that. Greatly appreciate that. Before I step away to use the restroom real quick, let's go around and do final thoughts. Huh?
Y'all know y'all stayed up. Y'all know you stayed up late when they're still doing this shit when I wake up. Because you know me, I wake up at 3 or 4 every morning, get my day started, right?
All right now.
That's been me here lately. I've been up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Well,
I never sleep, darling.
JB, go ahead and take over the show while I use the restroom. I'll be back in a few. Give your final thoughts and everything. When I get back, I'll give my final thoughts after you folks are done, and then we're gonna call it a night. But this has been a great show so far. I really have enjoyed it. So I'll be back in a few. Go ahead, JB.
All right. So just real quick, man. I didn't listen to the whole show. I got in, and the Salt Gaelic was in there. And, it's good to see you again, bro. Hope you've been doing good. Hope everything in your life's been going well, brother. Saw JP up there, so I'm not. But nah, man. I just maybe I think it's a lifestyle choice. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Part of it could be the fact that I'm involved in BDSM, and there's a lot of dominant, submissive roles in that type of lifestyle. However, I'm trying not to look at it from an extremist perspective. So I do think that everybody has a role to play and something to bring to the table. And I just don't think the loud leadership role is ever one that the woman should bring. But then again, I also don't think women should be dumb enough to go out there and follow every idiot that's out there. Not everybody is qualified to lead.
No.
I'll admit, I've gone down that road. I've followed some idiots.
But
I've learned
like,
from my past.
If women want to be equal to men, get equal pay and all this other shit, then you should be allowed to get fucked with just like we do. But when it happens, but I'm a woman. No, bitch, you want to be equal, which, and that's great. That's fine. I'm gonna treat you like equal, but at the same time, you need to be able to take this work just like me. You need to be able to get fucked with just like everybody else. And y'all ain't gonna agree.
You don't get to be.
Yes, I do. I agree with you, Lord.
Exactly.
I went toe to toe with an ex that thought he could take advantage of me, spit in my face. He found out what a 355-pound redneck can do.
350? What? God damn. Okay. But like I said,
that's a redneck, though. I love a redneck. Don't we, JB?
You should be allowed to get fucked with just like everybody, just like we do. All the bullshit that we have to deal with. If you want to be treated equally, which I agree you should be, you need to get. But if
reverse, I would have took my my punishment. If I spit in his face, he would have had all right to retaliate against me.
Exactly.
So that's how I was raised. I mean, I was raised like that. You look at, if you're going to dish it out, you're going to have to take, you pay the crime, you do the crime, you pay the time, kind of thing. So
you didn't try to throw in your helmet real quick when he's about to turn up on your ass?
No, I just grabbed him by his throat and slammed him into a wall.
No, you said you could count yourself being retarded. I'm saying, where was your helmet? When did you?
Oh, that was a whole different ball game of when I thought that stuff. That was.
That's my point too. You can't get mad, so make the fuck because you're retarded.
There were some other things that kind of made me think that kind of stuff.
Tell me more, darling.
That's key for another time.
Tell me more.
It's something I really don't want to put out right yet.
Please don't.
Well, I had a great time with you guys.
Shit to you. Please don't put that out.
No. Not like that. It's just something that I've been dealing with since the age of 5. Most people just don't understand.
No, JB, where did you go? That's why you had to let him finish talking.
Multiple personality kind of type thing, Lord Gaelic.
I'm gone. My head's starting to hurt. This shit.
It's been lovely talking to you.
It's been lovely talking to me too.
That's how it should be.
Oh, he said his phone died, Janet.
Well, I just want to say, I like milk duds.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
You have a good night. Going to sleep.
You have a good night, darling. Sweet dreams.
Back in the box.
See you, Lord Gaelic.
I'm going to sleep.
Do you need a bedtime story before you go?
I just heard a bedtime nightmare with some of the shit she was saying, so I'm good. I'm good. No,
you just want to keep beating me up.
No, not you. I'm talking about that one with the other one.
The retard.
Let's just say it has to deal with multiple personalities, Lord Gaelic.
I'm not personality, the man who cannot deal with that shit that happened when you was 5.
Oh, okay.
No, I've had multiple personalities since the age of 5.
So which one are we talking to now?
Welcome back.
JB's phone died, by the way.
Let's say I deal with 6 different voices in my head at some point.
You say you had multiple personalities. Which you are we talking to?
Right now, you're talking to me. You know, my normal self.
I learned how to say it. You just volunteered. You fucked up already. You don't volunteer.
I've learned how to control it.
Then you said you got multiple personalities. So you telling me that all your personalities is retarded?
Oh no, they're just psychopaths.
Hey, Mutt. Mr. Wondering Haggis says, Mutt Nuts, you sound like the woman of my dreams.
That motherfucker been drinking bleach.
Yeah. Let's just say between anger issues and the multiple personalities.
No, thank you.
All your personalities is mad.
Lord Gaelic, are you running for the hills, brother?
There are 6 different voices, Lord Gaelic, and 3 of them are psychopaths.
Oh, wow. Okay. So as long as we were talking to you tonight, darling, then hello, darling.
Yeah.
No, don't let the other ones out.
I've been dealing with most of the young child.
Don't let the other ones out, okay? It was
and
nice
I've learned how to
meeting you.
deal with it without being on medicine. So
okay.
Most people need the medicine,
wow.
so I don't like to. If I don't have to take medicine, I don't take it.
I understand. Trust me, I do. I have depression and anxiety. Okay, so it's not a joke. I'm serious. I'm with you. That was real. Thank you.
Put it this way, Lord Gaelic. I'm from Maryland, so that, you know, if half of this state is kind of psycho.
It's okay.
And that's nice of you to say about your own state. I have a lot of love for California, like Tupac did.
All right now.
Look, Eli, but look where I live. I'm 5.5 hours southeast of the freaking White House, where most of the nuts are.
Oh, well, you live in Timbuktu, Mutt.
I know one state I ain't visiting.
Janet knows kind of the vicinity of where I'm at.
Well, hey, folks, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Any final words by anyone before I shut down the StreamYard?
You just let all 6 of her personalities talk.
All right.
They have different accents. How the fuck? How does that work?
How does what work?
You missed it.
That's what when I go missing from Facebook, when I go missing from social media,
she said she has multiple personalities.
That's why I go missing.
Which her is are we talking? We're missing. Nobody's looking.
Oh, this is the real me. What you've seen tonight is the real me. And the voices only come out when I'm dealing with some depression and stuff like that.
Oh.
Ask Father to come be with you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and cast them out.
Amen.
Go away.
But when I feel like they're going to come out, I don't come on YouTube.
It's okay.
God bless America.
All right,
God bless everyone.
Please. Yes, and I would like to
when I go missing, Eli, when you don't see me and you know, and I don't comment back in the Hangouts or show up in live, that's why.
That's all right.
Your personality's
the only other person that ever knew about it on YouTube was Will. And I did hear from him, and
he's got multiple personalities.
Right, it's okay. I'm here for you.
No, it ain't.
You're in a safe place. If Eli thought there was anything in jeopardy, he would have stopped.
I was in a safe place and there's no padded room. What's that? That shit don't look like no padded room to me.
I appreciate you sharing.
I don't need the padded room. I've never needed the padded room.
Oh, so you that's what I'm saying.
I've never had to be committed or anything because of it. So
ask the Holy Spirit to come be with you, Matt, and you'll be fine.
Amen.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, guys. And I just want to thank you, Eli, for allowing me to come here tonight. And it was a pleasure meeting you, Mutt, and you as well, Lord. Thank you, guys.
JP, before you all go, hold on a second. Before you leave, just letting you folks know this replay will be on the Grip on Life 2. The link is in the chat because these streams that are too hot to leave up on a monetized channel get moved over there. It'll not be a Sprinter-ish. Hold on. May I please get a word in on my own show? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't even get a word in on my own show. Now, here's the thing. I want to make you folks aware in case you want to watch the replay or want people to watch it. Okay, this is too hot for the monetized channel. So once it's done, it will be deleted and it will be immediately re-uploaded on a Grip on Life 2. It'll be available within an hour, hour and a half after this show ends. I've got a fiber line. It'll be the same high quality over there. So that's that. Thank you so much for being here, JP. Thank you, Lord Gaelic. And thank you, Mutt. I'm going to shut down the Hangout. Thank you, folks, for being here. I'm going to remove all you folks out from the did I say the Hangout? The StreamYard. I'm used to like Hangouts. The old Hangouts on air. Whew. Wow. Okay. Let me go back to full screen here. American 1.5. Hi, Mr. Haggis. I'll watch the replay. Subscribe to a Grip on Life 2. And the link is in the chat. Scroll up, Nightbot sharing it. Subscribe to a Grip on Life 2 uncensored live streams. This stream will be removed once it goes off the air here in a few minutes from this channel, and I'll re-upload my exact high-quality backup copy that's also recorded locally on my hard drive as it's being streamed out live. It'll stay up on Facebook because you don't have to deal with the same stuff with monetization and all that on Facebook as you do on YouTube. So for you folks on Facebook, it'll be available. Wow. Great show. Interesting show. And these are the types of, conversations that I enjoy having with people. We learn a lot from each other. And, and that's another reason American Dream, why I also disabled the rewind feature on both Facebook and YouTube. People can't go back and rewind, because, if something is said or done, I want to have an opportunity to edit certain parts out and protect people's privacy and stuff like that. This is truly, really a safe place here in my neck of the woods. That doesn't mean people can't express themselves. They can. But if something's too hot to handle, we'll move it to the other channel or we'll edit stuff out. This will not be edited on a Grip on Life 2. It'll be the full version. Fellowships, Online Funhouse. Thank you, Eli, for being you. Thanks, panel. Your voices matter. Thanks, Moz, for being amazing. Chat people. Bye. Guys, peace and love. Thank you for all the super chats and super stickers yesterday and today, and the Cash Apps. JP, Janet. Janet, listen, I love what you do. I'm an entrepreneur as well, and I give to give, not give to get. We have the same philosophy, and I'd like to continue getting to know you better. If that's okay by you, and if JB's cool with that, I want to share in the love. The topic tonight was building a shared community where everyone wins, right? And I think that's the way JB Gunner has looked at it, or is starting to look at it more so. It's not about competition, like I mentioned at the beginning of this show. It's about collaboration. It's about sharing resources. It's about sharing thoughts and ideas, right? And it's not that we want to silence people. It's not even about that. It's just that, there are certain things that we can say on social media. There are certain things that we can't say. And everyone's entitled to their opinions, and I'm open to hearing those opinions. And that's why I feel, collaboration is extremely important. The only people that I'm not willing to collaborate with or work with are obviously trolls and haters, because their purpose is completely different than what we're trying to accomplish here. We're running real channels. We're having real conversations. We're sharing real thoughts and ideas. And that's what this thing was supposed to always be about. You have other channels that run drama shit shows for 4 or 5 hours, right? For 4 or 5 hours talking about 1 or 2 YouTubers that they've been talking about for the last 4 years. Same thing, right? Where's the value there, right? There's no fucking value there, right? And I'll end this show with a few cuss words because it's not staying on here anyway, right? There's no value there. right? Tonight, I reconnected with Lord Gaelic. He's been a moderator here for a while. He's a good guy. He's been through a lot. You know, he's been through a divorce, I believe. He lost his mother. And I'm proud of this dude for staying strong, raising his kids well. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm really proud of you, Lord Gaelic. And I am glad to have met you, Janet. You are a strong woman. But at the same time, you know how to balance yourself out. You know, if the right man were to come in your life, I believe you're single, you said. I think you did say you're single. I'm not sure, though. You know how to balance yourself out. Mutt, you've been a good friend. You've had a lot of experiences. You've dealt with a lot of health issues. And you're open and honest about them. You're not afraid to be the real you. And I respect that. I completely respect that. Totally respect that. I'll wrap up by saying this. You know, when we were talking about, you know, gender roles and traditional gender roles, I don't think that women need to be as subservient and submissive, in my opinion. And with no disrespect to you, JP, as you want to be, if that's how you want to be, I respect that, right? But if women want to completely wear the pants and exude more masculine energy than feminine energy, that's not going to work either. I think both the man and the woman nowadays in this modern world need to both be well balanced and respect and appreciate each other for who they are. Men should respect and appreciate women for being feminine women, but also being empowered, working, doing the same things, or at least having the opportunities to do the same things that only once men were able to do. And women should respect men in the ways that men have always been respected, because men have never changed. Men have always been men. Women have gone through this change of being empowered through feminism, women's lib, equal rights, the Equal Rights Amendment, Civil Rights Act of 64, yada, yada, yada. I've said it a million times before. I'll say it again, right? At the end of the day, this is not a fight about men are better than women, women are better than men. This is about people getting along. This is about unity. This is about love. This is about companionship. I want to be with a woman that respects me at the same level I respect her. Because if I can't respect a woman at the same level that she respects me, then why should she be with me? Right? I'm not going to look at myself in general any better than a woman, but I also am not going to allow her to look at me and less than her, right? That just wouldn't work, right? Now, granted, if we look at masculinity and femininity, if we look at the way men were made to be, yes, we are technically, biologically, physically stronger than women, right? We are technically supposed to be emotionally stronger than women, right? Okay? But hey, there are women out there nowadays that want to pump iron and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they may be able to kick my ass, but let me tell you something. I wouldn't date a woman like that. Hats off to you. I support what you want to do. I'm just not attracted to a woman that looks more masculine than feminine, right? So at the end of the day, you take a decent man and a decent woman. Yes, a man has to be in his masculine 70 to 80% of the time. A woman needs to be in her feminine 70 to 80% of the time. But the other 20 to 30%, as a man, you're going to have emotional moments. That's normal. If you don't shed emotions as a man, then you're not normal. Everybody has feelings, including men, right? And women, the other 20 to 30% of the time are going to exude some masculine energy, especially when they're working a job that requires them to exude more masculine energy than feminine energy. You know what I mean? So it's a balancing act. When I was with my ex, she would wash dishes sometimes, and sometimes I would do it. Sometimes I would do laundry, sometimes she would do laundry. Sometimes I would cook, sometimes she would cook. Sometimes we would cook together. I'd slap her on the ass while we were doing it, and she slapped me on the ass. What's wrong with that? We both respected each other, right? It's about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? I know that sounds stupid, but teamwork makes the dream work. And that's what I want to continue doing out here is getting people to understand and respect and appreciate each other. But also understanding that men are men biologically and women are women biologically, despite the changes, the artificial changes that have been made, in my opinion, that are technically out of a woman's natural essence. Women are doing a lot of things nowadays, with all due respect, that are completely out of their natural essence, of the way a higher power, I believe to be God, made them to be, right? I'm all for the equal rights. I'm all for equal pay for equal work. I'm all for women doing jobs that were once only known as jobs for men, right? But understand that that is completely out of your natural essence of your biology and the ways a higher power, I know to be God, made you to be. And that's as far as it goes. You want to share your thoughts after the show ends, please comment. This show will be moving over to a Grip on Life 2 Uncensored live streams. It'll be available in about an hour to an hour and a half. Got to upload it. I have fiber, it'll upload quick, but it's high quality. It'll probably take half an hour, 45 minutes or so, or an hour to process in full 1080p. So the replay will be available there. What is she bringing that I don't have? JB, I understand. I agree. Listen, dude, I get it, right? I get it. I totally get what you're saying, right? But nowadays, if you try to explain that to one of these modern women, they get offended. You try to meet a woman and you try to basically say, the masculine and feminine energy thing. I've talked to many women like that. I test them because if they're not feminine enough to be with me, I'll eliminate them, right? If I have to wash dishes, there isn't anything that she is bringing to the table. Listen, JB, Dana never asked me to do any of that, right? I offered because I enjoy helping out in that way, right? Like she never, any woman I've been with never asked me while I was at their place to do any of the work. I just always offered because that's the kind of guy I am, right? Doesn't make me less of a man, right? But they still do their part, right? That's just the kind of guy I am. Not every guy is like me. But anyway. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. We are at 3 hours and 1 minute. I'm not going to do the outro because on the Grip on Life 2, I don't use end screens. So no outro, folks. I'll be back later today at some point for at least one show, maybe two, to include a Walking with Purpose. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment below. This will be on the Grip on Life 2, or email me at Coach Eli at coach@lifemelas.com with any topic suggestions, and we'll go from there. Thank you for being here, JB. Thank you to JP. Thank you to American Dream earlier for the donations as well. Thank you to Mutt for being on the panel. Thank you to Lord Gaelic. Thank you to Mr. Wondering Haggis and anyone else that I missed that was here. Another great show. I'm throwing away 327 views on this. But it's not going to matter anyways. This video would probably have gotten demonetized on the replay anyway, with all the foul language. It's within community guidelines, but this is not an advertiser friendly stream. And I'm just being responsible and doing the right thing. All right, folks, have yourselves a great one, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye. We are out. We are out. We are out. Peace. 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 Great show at Elias Melas. Coach Eli says Fellowships Online Funhouse. Take care. Bye-bye. We're out.